What is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day on this. Was it Tuesday as of right now? Obviously, after yesterday trade for the Eagles and Saints, Eagles get an extra third, an extra seventh-round pick, a 2023 first round, a 2024 second-round pick. The mixture of views I've been getting from people on this trade, there's a lot of people who aren't happy about it. I don't know why, and I think part of it is half the people don't know about the cap space. Half the people don't know that, that they should have used those picks to trade for a receiver. Not like they still can't do it, but, I don't know. I feel like, the Eagles still have to give Jalen Hurts a fighting chance this year. So I definitely see both sides of the whole equation. You know what I mean? Because, you want to make sure you have assurance for next year if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out, that you have these draft picks. And then the second step to that is, are you keeping the wide receiver room the way it is? So they weren't picking three guys in the first round. I mean, obviously, I said that the other day. I've been saying it for weeks until this trade actually happened. We weren't picking three guys. So Eagles have 15, 18, second round, 2/3. So they add another third. They add another seventh. They have a couple fifth rounders. So there's a lot of picks to go around in this draft. So I was happy about it. I thought it was a good move. I don't know. I mean, maybe at this point, I don't know. I mean, what are you trying to put around Jalen Hurts right now? And do you think, this offense is going to work out with what we have? And really nothing has changed with this offense, really, besides Zach Pascal. And that's pretty much it. It's been kind of crazy. But we're here today. The episode 2 of Road to the Draft. Appreciate everybody being here today. You got Easy Money in here, Blue City Empire Sports, Maurice Williams, Ryan, Steve Redmond. What's going on, man? Puthia, Andrew, Merrims, George Burwell. What's going on, man? We got Lucio. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Got K Peeps, Trent, Selby. What's going on? Mitch, what's going on, man? Yeah, I saw that Kaiser White's in Philly now. I saw that. Yeah, he's going to have his press conference today, or at least, it's right now. I'll watch it later. Stev, what's going on, bro? Jason, what's going on, man? Nah, that's it, man. I mean, we're just going over the trade from yesterday and just going to hang out for a bit. So at this point, this trade was a good trade, guys. It was a good trade. I just feel like, are they going to go after the receiver in the first round? I don't know what they're doing with this offense. Like, if you want to give Jalen Hurts more weapons, if you want to give him a shot, you got to give him more weapons, or at least give him one more weapon. Is the draft going to be, and look, the draft is sometimes promising, but it's a huge gamble. You're not going to draft a receiver and beat Jamar Chase first game of the season. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're going to get out of these receivers. So I'm not sure what they're going to do at this time, but we'll see. Alexis, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in. Willis, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? T. Berry says, you think it's going to another slow day for us? Oh, I mean, they just made a big trade yesterday. I mean, anything could happen in the next few weeks. I mean, you only got a few weeks left until the draft, so anything can happen at this point. I don't know what they're going to do right now. So I don't know what they're going to do as of right now. It should be interesting, though. Let me just put the stream up on my computer quick, and we're good. Okay, we're good to go. Basio, what's going on, man? Eagle says, I'm not surprised whatsoever. Rock says, what's up? What's going on, Rock? Hope you enjoyed your birthday yesterday, bro. Hope it was a good day for you yesterday. Judge said, easy money is Matt Corral, brother. Dave said, Joe, what's up, bro? Hope all is good for today. Had a nightmare situation. It's got, dude, I hope everything's going well for you now. Who that dude says, no wide receiver because y'all going to run 30 times a game. I mean, who knows? I think that's part of why a lot of free agent receivers didn't want to come here either, because this team is going to run like crazy this year. So, trust me, I love having a run first offense. I like that, but you have to balance the pass out too. So a big stride for Jalen Hurts that we need this year in the passing game. Okay, peeps, the trade is awesome. We are drafting a receiver and a definite defense player in the first and signing a corner or safety. Let's go, Honey Badger. Yeah, we'll see. So Honey Badger is visiting the Saints today. I saw on Twitter that he is visiting the Saints. I don't know if he's even going to visit the Eagles. So we're going to find out today because he could sign with the Saints today. So I'm not really sure, but we'll find out. Miles says, "Will you trade a 15-18 and move up even in the draft or stay where we're at?" I would trade one of them. I wouldn't trade both to move up for one player. No. I think literally you could take the 15th. I think you could take the 18th pick with a third rounder and move up a few spots. I think you can get into the top 10 with that because a lot of teams don't want to move up. A lot of teams want to trade back too. This is a trade back type draft. A lot of teams don't want to move up. And if you want to move up to the teens or the 20, it's a different story. You're like, no one's trying to move up into the top 10 right now unless they really need somebody. I think with the Philadelphia Eagles, they could take that 18th pick. They could take a third round pick this year and they can move up. Like the only players I'm really moving up for at this point is Kayvon Thibodeaux, Sauce Gardner and Kyle Hamilton. Those are like only three players I'm really moving up for. And I don't think you have to move up entirely that deep and reach too much to at least acquire some of these players. So, I mean, probably not. But Craig says, I hope we get 2 top 5 picks next year. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be top 5. I can see top 15. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Saints schedule is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy right now. And obviously it depends on how well we do as well, too. So, yo, Chris, what's going on, man? Chilling. Aaron says, I think every day till the draft, it's going to be slow, although now there are only 2 round picks. The chance of getting Gilmore went up. I don't know. The Eagles going after Gilmore, I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time. You might as well draft a corner or sign Steven Nelson back. I'm not a fan of trying to get Stephon Gilmore that's already being chased by 2 or 3 other teams right now in some bid war. I'm not even interested in it. If we were like a corner away in our defense, I wouldn't even care. Like I would grab him if our whole team was set, but it's just not. I mean, to pay him a little bit more money, at old age, and to me, it just makes no sense. All right, what's going on, man? Hugh Harper says, easy. Are you excited? I see. Rock says, yeah, I had a peaceful birthday just waiting to the draft. Yeah, dude. Appreciate it, man. Coach says, so what we getting in the draft now? I don't know. No idea, man. I'm hoping they get one of those defensive tackles from Georgia. That's what I'm hoping there. I feel like they have a lot of interest in one of those Georgia defensive tackles. So, I said, what up, Joey? What's going on, man? Yeah, I saw that today. Who that dude? Yeah, I saw that today. Rich says, not happy with the trade with the Saints. We're going to follow another team next season. Remember the highs and lows of Miami and Indy. I mean, they had no choice but to do it, man. They had no choice. They had to trade one of those first-round picks back. I think they got a lot more for these picks I think they got a lot more for these picks. That's just me. 2 extra picks this year plus the first next year and a second the year after. Tyler says, that was a good trade. I can say that we're going to get one defensive player in the offensive player in the first. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if they go receiver in the first round. I mean, I don't know if they do. I don't know. Mac says, what up, Joey? Did you see the Kaiser White interview? He's from the PA at 10 minutes from me. Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. Bet you we might just run away with division if we continue to run how we did last year. I think we can. We just got to get that pass. We just got to get balanced out with the passing game. I mean, that's it. And it's not even just Jalen Hurts in the passing game, but Shane Steichen has got to do better with play design, route combinations, and getting certain players open, the right players open for Jalen Hurts to throw to, because treating Jalen Reagor as the number 1 receiver on this team is a total mistake. I mean, Devontae Smith should have had more touches this year. Quez Watkins should have been a 1,000-yard receiver this year. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, running's not a bad thing. Definitely not. Benny, what's going on? Joey Shakes, what's good, dude? No, man, just chilling. Dave said yesterday was good fuel for the future. No way with how he picked. No, he's not picking 3 guys in the first round. It wasn't going to happen, guys. It was not going to happen. We weren't picking 3 guys in the first round because it's just too expensive to do that. It's way too expensive to do that, man. I'm telling you, it's not what we were trying to do this year. I told you guys from the beginning of the offseason they weren't going to do that, and they didn't. So just putting the stream up on my phone quick. This way we're good. Good to go. Okay, we're good. Blue City says, hey, Joey, is it true that quarterback Matt Corral is having pre-draft visits with the Eagles? I haven't seen anything on that, but I've not seen anything on that. Eagles gang said Howie is a mastermind on trades. That's true. That's true. Craig said, hey, Joey, I hope we get 2 top 5 picks next year. Andrew says, I wouldn't at all be surprised if the Eagles trade back at 18, try and snag another first next year. Yeah, I don't know if – I mean, we'll see. I mean, they could do that. They could. But if they trade back another first rounder, I need a second rounder for this year. I can't trade back another pick without getting at least another second rounder. This way we have 2 seconds and 2/3. So they could trade back into the first with 2 seconds and 2/3. I mean, they can trade back to the first now with what they have, but they need to get a second round pick. I don't want to trade back another first round pick and then not get something high this year as a second rounder. They need to try to acquire a second round pick. K Peeps, are you going live during the draft? Yeah, me and Philly 500 are going to be streaming from both channels at the same time. So we're going to be streaming 3 days together. So KC is inquiring about Cooks. Well, they're inquiring about I mean, they need a receiver bad. They need receiver badly. So, Cycle, what's going on, man? Donnie says, Joey, the 2023 draft is loaded with quarterbacks, Stroud, Levy, and Van Dyke. I think Howie's prepared for a new Eagle era in 23 with those new Kelly Greens to kick it off. Benny says, honestly, do you think they should move up in the draft? I need your honest opinion. Yeah, definitely. I think they should. If Kayvon Thibodeaux, Sauce Gardner, or Kyle Hamilton is there, they got to take one of those 3 players. I think they have to take one of those 3. If they're moving past like 6, 7, I think they got to move up for one of those people. So, Blue State says, Jared Johnson also having pre-draft visits with quarterback. Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that the Giants are looking at quarterbacks at all. So if they get one of these quarterbacks, then they're going to be sitting behind Daniel Jones for the year, and then Daniel Jones is going to leave because it's the last year of his contract, and that's it. Might have a new quarterback. Lex says, I have a question. Would you like to draft Charles Cross? I'd rather get Steven Nelson back. FMR Ross said we should trade 18 to Lions for 32 and 34. Darius says, Benny Boom 68, they need to trade up for Sauce Gardner. Chris Scott, what's going on, man? So Matt Crowley there in the 3rd. Wyatt J. Williams in the 2nd round. Jabo. I think we keep Steven Nelson. I got a feeling they could. I got a feeling they could keep Steven Nelson this year. They might. They might. I don't know. He hasn't signed anywhere else yet. I mean, this might be an after the draft. Like if there's no corner, if they don't draft a corner high this year, I could see them keeping one of these veteran cornerbacks. I really want a homegrown talent this year, though. So that's what I really want. Easy money, so let's go. Matt Corral's really, dude. He didn't have two pre-draft visits, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. He didn't have 2 pre-draft visits. He didn't have a pre-draft visit. I think whoever's visiting the past first round thoughts, checking character and knowledge of these kids. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing now. Actually, easy when you're getting got a Corral's rookie deal. Need to say, Joey, love what Howie did, but need them to get Hurts some weapons to see if he's a key. Yeah, I think they got to give him a fair shot, because what they're doing now is like they're just keeping the receiver core the way it is. They didn't add any receivers from free agency. At least if this was the plan to acquire more picks for next year for a quarterback in case Jalen Hurts doesn't work out, you got to give Jalen Hurts a fighting chance, because with this receiver core, they got to add another promising weapon. I mean, they have to. I mean, I know we shouldn't be drafting a receiver right now because the past 2 years have been kind of crazy, but they're going to have to. Evan Ross says Corral is going to the Saints, so let's not trip. Mitch says it's probably going to be round D line, wide receiver round 2, DB safety round 3, linebacker and BBA. We'll see though. Yeah, we'll see. Elliot Petoskey, what's going on, man? Philly's my second favorite team. I come in peace. I hate the Saints. I totally hate the Saints. So I wish I could. I can't say the same thing back, but I wish I liked the Saints, but I don't. Ellie says, Joey, what are your thoughts on George Pickens? Oh man, he's a beast. I mean, he's got a lot of speed, good route running, smooth catching. I mean, I think it'd be a really good number 2 for the Philadelphia Eagles in the second round. So, yo, Mike, what's going on, man? Easy says Howie knows and is upgrading the position. Saigon says, who that dude? A man of quality. Jerry says, sup, Shakes, killing rats again. Don't care about this trade at the moment. Help us this season. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Kikoa says, I think the trade yesterday shows we were confident signing one of either Badger or Gilmore than hoping to draft a receiver. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the second round would be more promising to draft a receiver now. Now I don't know. Now I don't know if they're going to go after a receiver in the first round. I think second round, like Christian Watson or Pickens would be my top 2 on the list. Jahan Dotson's another one, depending if they want some size or depending they want just pure speed at this point. Or Jameson Williams moves to the second round, which I highly doubt because there might be a team that's going to take a chance on him. Of course, imagine if the Cowboys play the Saints next season and the Saints loss meant we get the number 1 overall pick, but the Cowboys win, we clinch them. Number 1 overall seed. Super Bowl 52 says that was smart of Howie Roseman. Some of y'all don't see that. No, a lot of people don't see this trade as a good thing. A lot of people don't. Brent, what's going on? Looks like we're getting Sauce Gardner, Devontae Wyatt. That'd be perfect. I think they got to go defense in the first round. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt them drafting a wide receiver in the first round, but they got to go defense heavy. I mean, they have to go defense heavy this year, first round of this draft. Yeah, I'd say Andrew Morum, in fact, bro, he's the only one in the world who knows corrals in Philly. Rich says that third pick in the first had been a flyer on Ojabo. Philly Farmer would have been happy. Rich says if Corral's available in the third, he might be an upgrade over Minshew. Zach says, who'd I do? Just let me know. He's minus my Corrals. Mike says, I trade back with the Lions, take either the second round pick this year or 32nd first round, take a first for next year. Yeah, you could do that. I'm wondering if they're going to do something, draft day, see if they're going to trade another pick, but we'll see, though. Blue Sea said, this is just my opinion. The only way the Eagles will have won this trade, but Harry Roseman better not screw this upcoming draft. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's almost impossible to screw up 15 and 18. I mean, I think it's literally impossible. Like, I don't know how you could screw that up with how many positions that are deep this year. Betty Boom says, with an extra pick, I can see the Eagles getting another running back in the middle rounds. Oh, they have to draft another running back this year. They have to do it. They got to draft another running back this year just because, like, Miles Sanders on the last year of his contract, they got to bring in some type of other weapon in the backfield. I don't doubt it. I really don't doubt it, so. Chris Gus, I just wish we get second this year instead of a third. Yeah, I know. I think that would have been I think it would have been an A+ trade if they actually got another second round pick instead of getting the second round pick for 24. I think the second pick for this year would have made it an A+. But I'm fine with the trade. I thought it was great. You still got an extra two picks this year, and you got a third round pick this year. That's what I'm saying. Like, the extra third rounder is definitely going to help. I think that third rounder is going to be some ammo to move up. There's you have Corrals there at 7. The Eagles could be a good clipboard holder. F. Monroe says Kansas City, Detroit, Chicago are all up for targets for us at 18. I like trading Casey for 30, 50, and 62. It would be 18 and maybe a third. Look, if there's a team that's late in the first round that wants to move up, like KC, I'm totally fine with it. But we need some good compensation. Like, if you get another first round, we'll swap first rounders, but we need a first rounder for next year and a second for this year. So we're going to be asking for a lot. If there's a team that's late in the first round, you have to ask for more, obviously, because they're further back. So, Eagles QB Factory, how does Howie keep his job? I don't know. I do not know. I will never know. Eagles Gangs, I think Brandon Cook's trade is a Howie move. I don't know. I haven't really. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. To me, they want a second round pick for him. He's not worth a second round pick. The Texans want to trade him for a second. I just think it's a waste of time. I think it's a totally waste of time. That's a Matt Corral for punter. Trent says, "What do you think about the Penn State wide receiver? He's underrated." Yeah, Dotson. I forgot. Jahan Dotson. I think his name is. I think he's good. I mean, I don't know if the Eagles are going after a pure vertical threat or they're going someone with size. So Dotson's good. He's really he's very twitchy. He's fantastic in his route running. His catching is really good. I mean, I have no problem with him. It's just, are the Eagles trying to get somebody that's a pure vertical threat? Or are they getting somebody with a little bit of a possession receiver type guy with a little bit of a bigger frame? That's all. Rack says, you want me to just make a trade to be making them now. Dave says, make sure you guys hit the like button. Help. Appreciate it, Dave. Thank you very much, man. Steve says, who's your favorite wide receiver in the third or fourth round? I think either Sky Moore or Kaiser Shakur would be good guess. I think Sky Moore is definitely one of those guys in the third round I would get. That's who I've been looking at. I haven't really looked past third round too much of this draft, so Sky Moore at wide receiver would be a perfect pick for the Eagles. But I think they go in the second round for a receiver. They could. We say, Joe, I have a question. Andy Reid fired, Chip Kelly fired, Doug Pearson fired, and Howie Roseman still has a job with the Eagles. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. I mean, at this point, it's like you cover this team and he got a 3-year extension. I didn't even think they were going, I didn't at this point. I'm just not surprised. I'm just not surprised over it. Let's say what's going on. It's been a while. Look, Cowboys are going after DK. You guys have been going after a lot of players and haven't tried to get another player here. They've been trying to go after linebacker. One of these, with Von Miller and trying to get some of these other linebackers and couldn't get them. And they're in the market for a receiver right now. So they've been trying to trade for a receiver. We'll see what happens. I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to go in this draft and go draft a receiver this year. So we'll see. Mayor Slate, what's going on, man? Rome says we need to draft passionate talent. That never fails going to the NFL. Yeah, definitely. Zachary says, see how horrible this is. Lucio says Howie knows a QB will fall. You'll have 15th pick. We're not drafting a quarterback this year. I mean, that trade pretty much made an example of us not drafting a quarterback this year. They're 100%. I don't know. For me, I still, as of right now, think they're not drafting a quarterback. I don't. I thought before the trade, there was a 50-50 shot that it might happen. But now I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to stay with it. I mean, they're going to keep what they have now. Ramal, yo, Joey, sorry for being late. Thoughts on the trade with the Saints, pros and cons? I mean, I don't think there's anything. I mean, I think what the bad part about that trade is they didn't get a second-round pick out of it for this year. But, they're not – I don't know. I don't really see too many bad things out of it, to be honest with you. Good thing is that, they have some assurance for next year in case Jalen Hurts doesn't work out and, see what happens. I mean, that's just – I don't think there's too many bad things to take out of it. I mean, yeah, you lose. And I mean, they're not picking 3 guys in the first round. Yeah, they could have picked 3 guys in the first round, but, that wasn't going to happen. What teams have 3 first-round picks and pick 3 guys in the first round? It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I totally get it, 100%. I got to move down this list a little bit here. Chris Scott said this trade also told me that we're signing a cornerback. Gilmore is coming to our Matthew and Nelson. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Matthew thing. I don't know if we're even going to get him. I really don't. I'd be shocked. I don't think the Eagles are on the top of his list, to be honest. I mean, obviously with New Orleans, like that's his hometown. Probably would love to play for them. No, the Cowboys aren't getting DK Metcalf. That's definitely they tried trading for Devontae Parker, but Big Pickett says I can see Jameson Williams coming here, dude. I that's such a Howie move just because he likes getting receivers, or not even receivers, but he likes getting players coming off injury. So I wouldn't doubt it. I really wouldn't doubt it at the end of the day. No joke. I wouldn't doubt it, man. George, I can see the Eagles drafted safety. They could. I mean, I'm looking at Brisker, Kine in the second round. Or move up for Kyle Hamilton. Eagles says they got Hurts trying to recruit players, and he's not even going to be here. He'll be here this year. Trying to recruit A.J. Brown like crazy right now. Chris is so excited for this draft. My family treats it like Christmas. Oh, dude, the draft is such an – and look, I really didn't get into the draft until maybe like 3 years ago. 3 years ago was like when I first got into the draft. Like I wasn't a big fan of the draft, or even the at this point, even free agency. I mean, even a few years ago, I wasn't a big fan of the offseason, but I love the offseason. DeAndre says, "Yo, Joey, what's up? What's going on, Mingo? What's going on, man?" So let's say says Cowboys have an easy schedule this year. So what? what is it? Is winning the East the most important? I haven't seen you in this chat in months, bro. I haven't seen you here in months. I understand you had to go hibernate for a little bit after what happened this past year, but I get it. And we go, you say Howie just might trade one of those first rounder picks for a next season. We're getting ready for war. Jamie says, how could you do it? He could screw it up. Rager and JJ proves it. He had a good draft last year. He had a really good draft last year. I would just give it time, man. I would just give it time. You can't really screw up 15 and 18. I mean, I don't know how you screw it up. Between how much depth is in this draft, I don't know how you screw it up. I really don't. Like, what is he going to draft? A running back early? Is he going to draft an offensive lineman, which is not a bad thing either, but Tech says, say we're a super contender in 2 years, then we'll have 2 seconds in 24 while we're a contender. I love the trade. The trade's good. I mean, you got 2 second-round picks in 24. You have 4 first-round picks. You got 2 this year. You got 2 next year. It's a good trade. It's a good trade. Corral ain't better than Sam Darnold. They're both bums. Steve says Kenneth Walker, James Cook will be nice additions. Yeah, I think so too. I think they get hit really well on a running back mid-round. I think they can. George says Howie keeps his job because not thinking about the past mistakes, thinking about future and what Howie learns from his mistakes. Well, that's his boy, man. That's his boy, unfortunately. Joseph says Wando Robinson's very good underrated wideout. You should check him out. I will check him out. I'm going over some receivers right now, actually, with some of my channel memberships too. So Dujo says that maybe Howie let somebody else pick the draft. I think there will be a collaborative effort in this draft, but I think the final say will just go to Howie in general. So that's what I think as of right now. Because right now, like, I kind of take linebacker off the board for the first round just because they have Kaiser White. And look, they may go linebacker in the second, maybe, but I highly doubt it. I feel like it's just not going to be picked at all. Big Ed says Stingley and Sauce are gone by 15. Trade back at the end of the first and get another second. Williams, Wilson at 18. Alon Booth Jr. end of the first. Chanel and Brisker second. That wouldn't be a bad thing either. I wouldn't mind that. No team in the NFL is not scared to play against the NFC. Yeah, the NFC. Look, to be honest with you, like, look at the NFC East right now. Like, there's nothing good about the NFC East right now. I don't think any team is improved. Maybe Washington with Carson Wentz. You know, I mean, they got to upgrade at quarterback. The Cowboys are trying to keep players more than make their roster better, making a lot of changes within the roster itself. And the Eagles, you know, the Giants have a new coaching staff. Jalen Jones still the quarterback. They still have a lot of holes and some bad contracts. And the Philadelphia Eagles are just, you know, need to find their way with this quarterback right now. Get this passing game right, and they have done nothing to increase their offensive chances besides Zach Pascal, which is no better than a number 3 to number 4 receiver. So they haven't done nothing. Nothing. Besides, you know, they re-signed and locked up a few of their own guys, which I'm happy with. Vontae Max, Jordan Mailata, you know, Dallas Goedert. Those signings I really did like last year. Those contracts will go into this year. So totally get it. Sorry, guys. The chat's going real quick. I'm trying to get through it as much as I possibly can, but it's going quick. So Eagles Gang says, I heard Jordan Davis love cheesesteaks. Well, Jordan Davis, we got a bunch of them. We got some good lobster. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, Jordan Davis or Devontae Wyatt will be a Philadelphia Eagle. I am 300% sure that one of those guys, one of those defensive tackles from Georgia will be here. And if they don't, I'll be shocked, actually. I'll actually be really surprised. But I think they're going to go after one of those defensive tackles this year. Alex says, Joey, would you give pick 18 a third for this year and Andre Dillard for DK, a first and a third for this year? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen right now. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see, but Big Pickens says, I like that Jalen is hiring someone to help him become better. Respect. No, I mean, he did that last year too. Like, at least he's with Quincy. He's working out with Tom House and Quincy Avery, 2 quarterback gurus. Tom House was a former pitcher in the MLB that works on how, I don't know, like I can't, the metrics of throwing, or I can't really explain it too much. Mike says maybe we have it all wrong. Maybe we trade Hurts to Tennessee. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Julio says let's slap the like button like Smith would, like Will Smith would. Appreciate it. K Pizza, you called it 8 days ago with the secret trade, and boom, it happens. Yeah, no, like look, it wasn't that hard to figure out because the Eagles weren't picking 3 guys in the first round. It just wasn't going to happen. Either they were going to trade during draft night or they're going to make some trade happen before. And I said even yesterday, before it even happened on stream, that they're going to trade back before the draft. That would probably be a lot safer to do that, just so they know what they're, they know what they're getting out of it. So Stack says, dude, you should watch Alec Pierce highlights. Perfect second round. He's better than Watson, in my opinion. Blue says, but do I know one thing? Deion Jones is better than Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, probably. He's probably better than Dwayne Haskins, most likely. And Christian Watson looks like he could be the next DK, and he should be there at the top of the second round. He's my number 1 receiver in the second round. 100%. 100%. Philly's Fine says, I'm liking the running back because I'm your wife from Georgia. He is a truck. I haven't looked at too many running backs, maybe a couple. I'm still trying to get through a lot of players right now, so it's been kind of crazy. But I agree they should draft a running back mid-round. Steve says, Easy Man, where are you getting your info? I can see you come here. Gio says, Hurts season. Professor Cal said, we got better re-signing the GOAT Barnett. Yeah. After Ojabo getting hurt, re-signing Barnett, I feel like, look, originally I thought defensive end was going to be our top pick in this draft. I thought that was going to be our top pick. Now I don't think so. And look, if we double dip, if we said we got defensive end and defensive tackle with those 2 picks in the first, I wouldn't mind it either. But I really would like a defensive tackle and a cornerback. I think they should trade up for Sauce, and they should go get one of those defensive tackles from Georgia, and Devontae Wyatt and Jordan Davis. That's what I think they should do. I wouldn't mind Trent McDuffie. It seems like they have some interest in Trent McDuffie right now. Andrew Booth's coming off of sports hernia surgery. Kyer Alam is probably one of my most favorite underrated corners as well. Alam has, shut down a lot of good wide receivers from this draft, especially Pickens. He shut down a few receivers from this draft, so we'll see what happens. Kikoy said, we'll love to see Jameson Williams, Devontae, but if not Pickens or on Watson, will look very good opposite of Devontae with Quez or Pascal in the slot. I would agree. Aaron says, Wyatt, Alam, and Christian Watson with the first 3 picks would be a home run. Maybe Brandon Smith and Hassan Haskins in the later rounds. DB says they'll draft a wide receiver for C.J. Stroud and Jalen, and not Jalen, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, or even Jameson Williams, seeing on how he was formerly at Ohio State before he transferred to Alabama. Tony says you guys should look at Pierce Strong, great running back. Big Ed says, how would you feel about the offense if we grab Williams and Mechie? Or would you rather trade second this and next year for Hollywood Brown? I wouldn't trade for Hollywood Brown. No. You want to grab Williams and Mechie? They're not grabbing 2 receivers, bro. I'd be totally fine with them. I mean, they're keeping Quez Watkins this year. You know what I mean? They're keeping him, so. Zach said Eagles wide receiver, my first round prediction. Blue City, Joey, just my opinion. You could go be a good leader and good example if you're not winning football games or winning a Super Bowl. Then your leadership does not mean anything. I mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jalen Hurts' mentality is off the charts, which I do like about him. I mean, he doesn't back down from anything. I think he embodies the city of Philadelphia, which I really do like. But if his play doesn't match with it, that's just going to be a problem. If his play don't match, it's a problem. So, Goodin says this offseason shows when they Hurts, this guy, they're not going to invest in him. He's going to have to do something this year with the offense we have. They want C.J. Stroud. Right, it's the same, Joey. Use your 18th pick and a third, trade up a Sauce and use your 15 and draft Lloyd. Yeah, that's what I would do, man. I would use the 18th pick and a third rounder to move up in this draft. They could definitely do that instantly. I mean, that extra third made a huge difference. As much as people don't like it, I don't know why people don't like it, because you just got an extra third and a seventh for this year. But I think it's fantastic. Hikoy says that for some reason we don't go DT in the first, going Haskell, Garrett in the later rounds would be a sleeper type pick. Ryan said McCreary is also another slept-on cornerback from Auburn, probably the most battle-tested cornerbacks. Dude, I love McCreary a lot. McCreary is very underrated. Joseph says another wide out that's underrated is Jalen Tolbert. Hope he comes to Philly so we can have the Jalen connection. Taylor says, how likely do you think Ojabo is there in the third round picks? He probably won't be there. He might be taken in the second round. He might be taken in the second. I mean, if he drops to the third, the Eagles. If he drops to the third and the Eagles are there for him, they should take him. I would definitely take him in the third round. I would definitely take him. George says Mechie could fall in the third. That's great value. Yeah, I mean, he's coming off injury from the SEC. I mean, he got hurt in the SEC championship game, so Mechie would be a steal in the third round, 100%. Yo, Ron, what's going on? I like the road to the draft series you started, Joey. Keep up the great streams coming. Hope you're doing well, man. Hey, yeah, dude, doing great, man. Just chilling, dude. Just chilling. Just having fun with this every day, and just making videos and just talking to you guys every day is great. Texas, they want Hurts to work out, but they have a backup plan. Very smart this season. That's all on Hurts. Yeah, but I have to say towards that, it's a good thing what you just said, and I definitely agree with you. Okay, I definitely agree with you, but they need to do more with Jalen Hurts. Like they have to add another piece to this offense. That's why I thought they would have at least signed somebody to this offense, or at least if this was the plan this whole time. They have to add another weapon. I mean, they have to. They can't keep it the way it is right now. They need to add more competition to the wide receiver group. I mean, they have to at this point. So, and they're not doing that. And it kind of was like, okay. Jay says, what do you think about trading back with both picks since he Tampa Bay for Casey? They're late or next year's draft and change. I'm not trading back 2 more picks. That's not happening. One, I can see maybe it happens depending on what's going on, but Blue State, Joe, even though I'm from New York Giants fan, I do have mad respect for you keeping doing what you're doing. Let the haters hate and bring more energy. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not bothered by anything. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate coming in as a Giants fan, really. I really do. I'm from New York, so my whole family is Giants fans. So, I get it. You know what I mean? As says, I'm a Ducks homer, so I won't pretend not to be biased. Fred says, whoever doesn't like trade doesn't understand how to build a sustained contender and just want a big name out there. Yeah, I get it. Like, this team is rebuilding, guys. Like, it's rebuilding. We ain't in win now mode. I mean, that's just the way it is. We're not in win now mode. So I'm just kind of surprised they haven't added another weapon for Hurts. Like, if you want Hurts to give him his all, you gotta give him a little bit of help, because I think they still need more help. And this offensive coordinator needs to get these guys in the right position to win football games next year, because I didn't like his game plans for a lot of these games either. So there is some blame on Hurts, but there is some blame on play design too on top of it. Text that we visited with the DT from Oklahoma. I think we played well at the Senior Bowl. Forgot his name. Big Pickens said Miles needs to go somewhere else. I'd take Melvin Gordon, Sony Michel, or even Philip Lindsay over Miles. I'm not hating on Miles too much, but he's got to stay healthy this year. There's the easy money. Do you know teams aren't allowed to hide pre-draft visits on player training? Goodman says they aren't going to add anyone that already knows Hurts isn't the guy. That makes no sense. So I don't get it though. He's only played a year and a half of football, and you're telling me they're not going to add another weapon? They're not going to add another weapon. They're going to let him fail. I just don't think they're going to get anywhere with this receiver group right now. I think they need to add another. I think they need to add another player. They got to add another weapon. That's what I think. I mean, if you want your quarterback to give him his all this year, you got to. I'm not saying go crazy free. I didn't expect a free agent frenzy for this offense, but they at least need to add like one weapon, and Pascal is not it. So Matt says, being Jalen's working with Tom House, do you think his improvement would be huge? Yeah, I mean, it would. Yeah, I mean, this is a run-first team that's going to be run-heavy this year, but the pass has got to work this year. The anticipation on throws, the timing of his throws, it's all got to be there. He could teach himself accuracy, but, I'm hoping there's improvement. He knows he's got to have a good year this year. So I think that the determination of Jalen Hurts is going to be there, but can he get it done? That's going to be the question as of right now. Suo, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Kikoy said, "Hey Joey, listen to Kaiser press conference. Sound like a stand-up guy and got the Philadelphia mentality. Already excited to see what he does." Yeah, I have to watch that later. Aaron says, "Birds need to find someone who can stretch the field, will help the run game and open up short passing game." Yeah, I mean, you can get Pickens, you can get in the second round, you can get Jahan Dotson from Penn State. I mean, there's a lot of there's guys that can stretch out. There's a lot of guys in this draft that can stretch out the field, so there's no problem with that. You can get Mechie, you can get Jameson Williams. I mean, you can get anybody. There's a lot of guys that can stretch out the field vertically. So, Blue City, hey Joey, do you ever since the Eagles won their first Super Bowl? A lot of Eagles fans, or am I just crazy? A lot of Eagles fans. I mean, there's always been a lot of Eagles fans. I think on YouTube, there's been a lot. I think after the Super Bowl, a lot of content creators came out on YouTube. Before the Super Bowl, it was like me and a few other guys. Really, me, Philly. You know, there's Nitro Freak, Eagles Fans for Life 17. There was a good amount of, a few content creators for the Eagles before the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, there was a lot of. If you're speaking about content creators, there's a lot of content creators now. A lot of good ones, too. Aaron says, Miles lacks the availability. You can't extend him, but he can't be counted on draft a big bruiser like Robinson, Bama, or Haskins, Michigan. They have size to stay healthy. I really want to draft and I agree. I really want to draft a bruiser this year. I really do. I want to draft a bruiser running back. We got Dylan says, hey, Cali Eagle. A lot of Eagles fans in California. Love it. Jock, what's going on, man? Holy crap, it's been a while. Joey, what's going on? Hey, Joe. I'm saying hey, Joey to myself. A long time no talk. How are you, dude? I'm great, man. Appreciate you coming in, dude. I totally forgot about you. I saw your name, and I was like, wait a second. Zachary said, big pick and facts, bro. It hurts can't improve the Tom House, then people are right about him. That's what it is. How do they know he's not the guy, though? How do they know he's not the guy? Well, it's going to show on the. I mean, it's just going to show on the field. That's just what it is. If Hurts isn't going to be the. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think this is a win-win for the Eagles. So if Hurts Hurts plays like crap this year, okay, just say he doesn't play well. He's got one more year left on his contract. The Eagles at this point, they could trade him for some draft capital too. I mean, they can actually get a trade going for Jalen Hurts. They might get some value draft capital for him. So there's a lot of tape on him now. So it's not like you're trading a guy that has no tape. He's got good tape on him. So, if there's a team that needs a quarterback next year, doesn't want to go move up in the draft, they could acquire Jalen Hurts next year if that's the case. I don't think they release him. I think they at least try to trade him at this point. Big Pete said running back that catches past the run is important for this. Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I like Kenneth Gainwell a lot. I mean, do I think he's anything amazing? No, but I think he's good. I think he's a dual threat back that can do a lot more for your offense. Like catch the ball out of the backfield, that can play as a wide receiver and go out for passes. That's what I think they should have did with Miles Sanders. Remember 2019, Miles Sanders in the passing game as a wide receiver? I mean, I loved it. I mean, I'm telling you, like Miles could do everything, but I mean, they strayed away from the passing game with him, which I think they should do a lot more of as of right now. But, we'll see. We have 243 in the chat. Much love to everybody joining the stream today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're covering the Eagles every single day. Hit the notification bell if you guys haven't. And that's it. I mean, like the stream if you guys haven't either. Check out the memberships in the pinned comment and description below. We do draft highlight reactions. We have extra content, miscellaneous videos, my update on my new PC. There's a whole bunch of videos out right now, so definitely check out some of the memberships. I definitely want to thank. We had some new members the past couple days. I want to shout them out really quick, really fast. Where is it? So we have a member in. We have Hot Rod. We have Hot Rod, Duncan Wright, Trey Barker, all new members the past couple days. Thank you so much, guys, for becoming members as well. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. It's extra content. It's cheap, so definitely check it out. Appreciate it. Blue City, I have a feeling that New York Giants are going to split with the Eagles again this coming. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I thought we shouldn't have split last year. I mean, we played horrible. I mean, Jalen Hurts. One of Jalen Hurts' worst games was against the Giants. That first game was a total disaster. I mean, I didn't have the Giants beating us that game at all, but it was really bad. The Latin Inferno says Rams, Bucks, Bengals, Bills all have a ton of wide receiver. Take both wide receivers from Ohio, Garrett plus Williamson. DB talking now, say, hey, they'll add another weapon. It'll be a first-round wide receiver. I don't know if they're going to go after a first-round receiver. I really don't. I think they need to double dip on defense in the first round and then go get a receiver in the second. You don't need a first round number one receiver. Like, I think you literally can go into the second round and get someone that's going to produce. Receivers so deep in this draft. I mean, at least mid second round, you'll be able to get good receivers by then. So, all right, you gotta stop spamming, bro. You gotta stop spamming that. Stop spamming too much. Justin Sanders can't stay on the field. Stop giving us 10, 20 plus carries a game. I wouldn't mind waiting until week 5 to see Jameson Williams. Chris says, I'm deeper at running back since they like running the ball. Cali Eagles fan here. Olin Banks says, veteran wide receivers that don't have confidence in Hurts as a passer don't want to play in Philly. I think that's definitely part of it. Though. I get it. You know what I mean? I think that, some people, that's not it. I'm like, I think that's part of the problem. I think with the agents, too, the agents for these receivers are like, look, number one, we're a run-heavy offense, so the receivers are going to say to themselves, well, if I go there, I'm not going to get the ball. Jalen Hurts has some issues. The quarterback position has some issues right now, so I think that's definitely part of it. I agree. Dave, what's going on? What's good? Joey checking in from Florida. Dude, appreciate you coming in, man. Michelle Smith's the Eagles fan in Cowboy Country. Fly, Eagles, fly. I salute to you, bro. I salute to you. Hope you're doing all right over there. Lucy, in my opinion, Dallas Goedert's only good because he had Zach Ertz with him, but I could that I disagree with. I think Goedert's a really good talent. Goedert gets better every single year. I don't think that's true. This was honestly the first year. This was the first year for Dallas Goedert where he didn't have Zach Ertz with him, and I don't think so. I've always wanted ever since they drafted Dallas Goedert, I wanted him to be the number one tight end. And I wanted Zach Ertz traded like a couple of years ago because I wanted him to start, being that number one guy. And, I think there's a lot of talent with Dallas Goedert. I think he's a really good talent. I think he's going to be a very good wide receiver for us. But unfortunately, this whole offense just needs to get better. Just needs to get better. Maxwell, hey, what's up? What was that trade yesterday? So the Eagles traded 16 and 19 and a 6-rounder, I think a 6-rounder to the Saints. The Eagles get back a third round. They get back the 18th pick, a third-round pick, and a 7th-round pick, and a 2023 first-rounder, and a 2023 first and a 2024 second. That's what they got back. Big hits that easy money. Who else do the Eagles get? Need more than a QB. Jocks on the trade. I see the Eagles getting a 6th round for second round, 3rd, 7th, $2.5 million savings in round 1. Great trade. Yeah, it's a good trade. I mean, they weren't picking 3 guys in the first round. It wasn't going to happen. So it just wasn't going to happen regardless. Ron said, I think Hurts takes a big step in the right direction this coming season. I hope so. There's nothing more I want in the world than Jalen Hurts to work out. Really, I'm telling you. George, what's going on, man? So I tell you, Kaiser White is a guy that bleeds green. He said he wants to finish the rest of his career here and that 1-year deal to better himself. Good hometown guy. Hey, that's good. That's good. I'm going to watch that later. I'm actually pretty excited to watch that later. So, Jason says the Saints are getting Matthew. He went on for a visit to New Orleans. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's nothing solidifying it yet that he signed there, but we'll see. Guggen Man says, look at these trade Eagles track record. They didn't add or get anyone for Wentz. Why do you think they would do that with Hurts? If Hurts can get it done, that's what he has done. What are you talking about? The Eagles didn't do nothing for Wentz. What are you talking about? 2017, the Super Bowl year, they added Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith. What are you talking about? They added what? That's the whole difference from this. I think they haven't built around Jalen Hurts. I think they built around Wentz better than Jalen Hurts. Now, as time went on, it got worse because of injuries and other stuff like that. But they built around Wentz for that 2017 season. I mean, they signed 2 receivers. I mean, they got 2 guys in the building. So I think that's wrong. I think that's totally wrong. Let's see. We got 7. Kreuzberg, what's going on, man? Said, hey, Joey, why is Dingbat so happy about this trade? The Saints are not a good deal. 2 top 20 picks. They win 10, 12 games and give you a mid 20 pick back next year. That is not enough to get in the top 5. Dude, it's I think it's the perfect trade with that team. Their schedule is it's not easy. Plus, they don't even have a quarterback right now. That they moved up. They moved up. Either they're getting a couple weapons for their offense or defensively, or those 2 first-round picks they can use that we gave them. Those 2 first-round picks they have now, they're going to use. I think 16 and 19. They can move up in this draft or draft a quarterback. So I don't see the Saints winning a lot of games. The Saints schedule: Atlanta, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Los Angeles Rams, Seattle, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Las Vegas, and Minnesota. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they could lose to Atlanta too. Who knows? I mean, they could lose 7, 8 games right there. Saints road opponents. They have Arizona, loss. Carolina could be a loss. Tampa Bay's a loss. Cleveland is a loss. Pittsburgh, might be a win. San Francisco, loss, maybe. Philadelphia still got to play us. We could beat them as well this year. I think their schedule is not easy this year. DB talking down to Sky Moore in the second round would be good option also. Trent says on ESPN they're saying the Chiefs are going to move up and get Williams since he's the closest to Tyreek. Yeah, they might. They're probably going to trade up. I don't doubt it. These thoughts on Penn State. Jaquan Brisker. Oh, man. Brisker is good, man. Very physical. Can cover the field really well. He has a really nice balance. He takes really good angles. I love his lateral movement. I think he's fantastic. If the Eagles don't pick on Kyle Hamilton in the first round or doesn't move up to get him, I mean, we'll see what happens with the safety spot. It's a very empty spot right now, so we'll see. Sky Moore is a girl name. We got AK Eagles podcast. Appreciate you coming in, man. He says, Joey, what's up, man? Good trade yesterday. Love the move. It's about the Eagles, not one player. Whatever helps to make the roster stronger. Yeah, that's all I care about. It's about the roster getting stronger. I said, dude, that's what I want. I want Jalen Hurts to start this year, build your roster, trade back one of your first-round picks, and so far as what I've said is planned of what it's been going on is how it's been happening so far. So I'm happy about the trade yesterday. But appreciate coming in, man. If you guys haven't subscribed to AK Eagles podcast, subscribe to him. He is an Eagles content creator, does a lot of live streams, and talks about the birds a lot. So one of the most humble guys I've ever met on here. Thank you so much, dude, for coming in, man. Thank you so much. Aaron says, Joey, who do you see being tied into? Anyone in the draft catch your eye? I'm a fan of Color Late, but he's a project. I like 2 guys. I mean, obviously, the guy from UCLA I like a lot, and who's the other guy? The other guy is probably going to be the top tight end, but I haven't covered a lot of tight ends because I don't think the Eagles are drafting one. Tyree Jackson's coming off an ACL, but he's 6'7", big body, and playing. This is only going to be his second year playing tight end. So we'll see what he looks like coming off the injury. Jack Stahl's another one I'm kind of looking at and saying, like, he's more of the dirty blocking the tight end right now and could be doing more with him. I don't know. I want to see him go out for some catches. Jack Stahl was undrafted. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they could sign Richard Rodgers again for a 1-year deal if that's what they want to do. But I don't know what they're doing. I think they have to keep it the way it is. I mean, I don't see them draft. I mean, if they want to draft a tight end very late or get one of these undrafted tight ends that come out, I mean, they can get one of those guys too. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what the decision is going to be, but we'll see though. Coach said all easy money is doing is repeating the same exact thing, bro. Let it go. Yeah, it does. It's not. If you're spamming the same stuff over and over again, don't spam, dude. Don't spam too much. Just don't spam because everyone said 1 stars at 15, 18. It's all good. Trade him in the world. Don't matter if you miss on the picks. He had a good draft last year. I mean, everyone's saying that how he's gonna mess up the picks, but look at the end of the day, like if he's gonna mess up the picks or he's not gonna mess up the picks. I mean, he had a good draft last year. So I think it's almost impossible to screw up picks 15 and 18. That's just me, though. Prince says, what happened to Travis Fulgham? That guy progressed and regressed. And well, dude, you know what? He's with Denver, I think, now. But the problem with Travis Fulgham is that he doesn't have good camps. Like, I understand, like, he just doesn't, he's just never, even when he exploded that year, like week 8 against the 49ers, like he didn't have a good camp. Even going into this last year, he didn't have a good camp, and he fumbled in the end zone of that game, which I thought, he should have stayed on the roster more than JJ having that one good, preseason game at the last preseason game of the year, which I thought was completely BS. They say, hey, Joey, well, what's a safest bet on getting a jersey? Need a new one for my collection, but too worried about getting one. And the player that leaves, who do you think is going to be here for the long run? I mean, Devontae Smith is definitely here for the long run. So probably a Devontae Smith jersey is probably the way to go. I mean, I can't wait to get one of these Kelly Green jerseys next year. I'm pumped to get a Kelly Green jersey next year. Blackbird said Saints are not winning 10 games next year. Yeah, I mean I don't know. 10 games. It's hard for me to say they're gonna win 10 games unless things do change. But Blue City, Joe, I just realized something. If the Honey Badger does sign with New Orleans, your Eagles will be playing against him. We'll be playing against him this year. I mean, he's not gonna. I mean, look, they're gonna have a pretty good defense this year. Offensively, they're a total mess right now. With Kamara being out, with what's going on with him, they have no quarterback right now. You know what I mean? There's just a mess. Just a mess right now. Rodney says Jerry Smith, Ajayi, and Blunt were at it. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, to say that they didn't add around Carson Wentz. I'm like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, they did. They added a lot around Carson Wentz for that Super Bowl year. So true that. Philly says 12 wins, a mediocre quarterback, new coach. What do you drink? I can see maybe 10 wins, but 12, you definitely smoking. Uno says, can't say the Saints have no QB. People forget Winston was 5-2 before tearing his all last year. Yeah, but it's not a long-term answer. And how well is he, and how long is he going to play like that for? And the thing is, like, Winston came in, there was no blueprint on him and what they were going to do with him in that Saints offense. Like, I think now teams are going to see what he does. If you think Winston's going to get him over 10, 12 wins, I highly doubt it. Marcel Smith says Honey Badger was in Baton Rouge. It only makes sense to visit, but hasn't signed. Professor Chaos says Saints will win 9 games out of the spite. Rich says, my prediction, Saints trade for Kyle Murray. Cards play hardball with Murray's long-term extent. The Saints fans will thank the Eagles for that extra first-round pick. Prince says Eagles will pick Prince says Eagles will pick Christian Watson at pick 18. So you think they're going to draft Christian Watson that early? I don't even think they have to draft him that early. I think that's too much of a reach. Mayor says, Joey, bro, today I'm gonna tag you on a video about Sky Moore. Dude is good. He's like scary. I gotta check it out. I've been seeing all your stuff, dude. Blue State said Joe Jeffrey Lurie said, who knows what the future holds for Jalen? I don't blame him. Yeah, Trey McBride. Yeah, Trey McBride's I think Trey McBride's the number 1 tight end in this draft. Yeah, that's who I want to say. Trey McBride. Jay Law said, hey Joe, I think the Saints are trading up to 3 with Houston for one of the left tackles to fill the biggest need protection for Jameis and Winston. He might have been saying Hurts isn't the guy because his performance shows that. Block button has come in handy today. AK Eagle says, no, appreciate the shout, man. Learning from the best. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it very much, man. Not the best, but I'm just a guy on YouTube. That's all I am. Jock said, Joey, if they spam, you want me to take care Soprano style? Yeah, don't block anybody. We'll see. Hey, Joey, which NFC East Division rivals player did you hate losing to the most? Which NFC East Division rivals player did you hate losing to the most? Oh, man. Probably Dez Bryant. To be honest with you. I've always hated Dez Bryant. Andrew says, do you think Sky Moore, Paris Pickens, or Christian Watson are there? I think they're there in the second round, bro. They should be. I mean, I would say maybe Christian Watson's maybe a little bit earlier than 51, but I mean, probably 2 Pickens and Watson will be gone before 51. Professor says Eagles already have the best receiver duo. Don't need to draft one. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not saying that they're. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm saying that they need to add one more piece. I think they just need one more guy. Vortex said, yeah, unless they make a trade for RC or AJ or DK, then expect Garrett Wilson to be an Eagle. Garrett Wilson's probably going to be, I don't know. I'm hearing Drake London's going first receiver. I think Drake London's going to be the first receiver taken. That's what I'm hearing from everybody, which I don't get why. I mean, everyone thinks he's the next Mike Williams, from what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? So I just don't see him being the first wide receiver taken. If he is, then good for us. You know, Garrett Wilson and Olave could be gone before our pick at 15. So, I mean, if Garrett Wilson's available, you got to get him. You got to get him. What if the Saints make the playoffs? Do we still win this trade? No. I mean, if they get into the playoffs in that division, I don't know. It's probably not going to look good. No, the pick probably won't look good. I'm good. Had to deal with a lot of shit. How are you? I'm good, bro. Dave says, Jerry, quick question. If Carson has a better record than Jalen this year, what does it say about us trading him? His mentality sucks. And if a guy doesn't want to be here, you got to get rid of him. You can't force a guy to stay with the organization. That's just the way it is. So that's just the truth to it all. Let's see. We got Guggen says, after the Super Bowl, who else did they add? And if you think that team was built around Carson, only go look at the statue out front. Yeah, but all right. So Carson ended up getting hurt, dude. That's. I mean, I understand that. But no, after that year, we didn't build anything. I agree. We didn't build that. We didn't hit on draft picks. We kept giving big contracts to players that won the Super Bowl with us, and we kept kicking the can down the road. So, yeah, I'm well aware of what statues in front of Lincoln Financial Field. So, trust me, I've been to the Link a million times. Vortex said, if between Wilson or Olave in the draft, I'm taking Wilson that wants to be an Eagle. Nick says, I think we're going a cornerback and a wide receiver in round one. I don't know. Cornerback, I can see us going DT and cornerback. If we get defensive tackle and cornerback, perfect. I think it's perfect. We get a receiver, I'm going to be a little, I don't know. Receiver, I don't know if we're getting a receiver in the first round. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know. Zachary says that Nick Burris Hurts bailed out against Chargers. I don't get how people blame that game on him. Herbert versus Philly, 33-38, 365, you had 2 touchdowns. No, I think that was one of Devontae Smith's best games too. I thought the Chargers game. I thought that game was starting to take a turn. I think that's where our season kind of turned after that game. I think the second half of that Chargers game, we started to get things moving a little bit. Philly says that we all Eagles fans, let's be real, Eagles do not have the best receiver, young talent. Some people, they got too much young talent right now because they're too young right now. You know, Devontae Smith's rookie year. Quez Watkins been in the league for a couple years, but, you know, he's getting better. You know what I mean? So I get it. You know what I mean? I totally get it. Midnight says Eagles going to take Jameson Williams just in case Hurts does fall and we target Bryce Young. I'm telling you, like, Jameson Williams is such an Eagles pick. It's such an Eagles pick. I'm telling you, it's such a pick for the Eagles. They like taking guys off injuries. Jameson Williams, in my opinion, best receiver in the draft before that injury. You know what I mean? I have Treylon Burks, Garrett Wilson, and Jameson Williams, top 3 receivers in this draft for me at least. So. Mike says, I don't see us getting a younger Stroud. We will have Seattle and Falcons up in the top 5. Not going to give up pick to the Eagles. Trent McDuffie seems to like most Eagles pick right now, in my opinion. Well, yeah, there's a lot of rumors about Trent McDuffie. I mean, McDuffie's a good balance. I think he's, besides Andrew Booth Jr., I think he's the best tackling corner in the draft. Best tackler, best at getting off blocks. I think he's the best zone coverage corner in this draft. And I think with his – now, I wouldn't leave him on an island. Is his man coverage superb? No, but I think it's okay. I think he does well enough. So I think he's got a nice balance as a cornerback. Lloyd or Dean? Lloyd by a mile. He said Williams is Tyreek Hill must take. It might be, dude. It might be. I mean, that could be the Eagles pick. That could be the Eagles pick right now. No joke. It really could be. So, we'll see what happens, but this trade is definitely makes me more comfortable about this year. So now we go into this year, and if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out, or if he's playing not really playing great, in the back of your mind, you could say, well, we got 2 first-round picks next year and a second. So, changes are going to be made. I say by week 10 or week 11 of the season, if things just aren't panning out the way they should be, I don't know. I could be moving on. I could be moving on in my own mind from Jalen Hurts. So we'll see. AK says, well, just wanted to stop in for a bit. Great stream, bro. Admire the grind. Great job, bro. Talk. Yeah, we'll talk soon, dude. I'll catch one of your streams. Dude. But appreciate it. Subscribe to AK Eagles if you haven't either. He covers the Eagles, so definitely hit him up. Definitely subscribe. Yo, Loyal, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day, bro. What's going on, man? Are the Texans trading out of the 3rd overall right now? That's what I kind of want to figure. I kind of want to figure that out right now. I think the Texans should trade back, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of teams are going to trade out of the top 10 because this draft, I think, when it comes to quarterbacks, and it's I don't know. Steven says, what I would do is, GM, make sure that you take a real edge early for like Karlaftis or so. This is the biggest need. I would take Jermaine Johnson over Karlaftis, but I agree. I don't know how big. I don't know if McDuffie's small or not. I'm not sure. Dave says, Joey, who would you want the drafting more picks instead of Howie? Also, when are we going to see you at an NFC East roundtable? That just depends if I'm invited, but I probably won't. I don't know. It just depends. But I don't know. It's not up to me, unfortunately. So, and at this point, it doesn't matter. I am gladly doing these streams on my own, and I'm totally fine with it. You know what I mean? And doing the thing with 500 is fantastic. Is what it is. Doc said, okay, we'll try to be there. Loyal says, all is well and hope I'd like to stay number 3, but hey, only time will tell. And thoughts on yesterday's trade. The trade was good. A lot of people hated the trade. I thought it was really good. Eagles got a pick better than 19. They got 18. So they got 15, 18. They got an extra 3rd round picks. They got 2 3rd round picks. They got an extra 7th this year. They got a 1st round pick for 23, a 2nd round pick for 24. I mean, this is just assurance that if Jalen Hurts works out or not. I mean, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's a good trade. I think it's a really good trade right now. I actually really enjoyed it. I had to read it carefully during stream because I wanted to make sure I was going to be happy or sad or pissed off or whatever it was going to be. Good trade, man. Let's see if I can actually add this. Let me actually add this. Let me add the picture of it so people just see just this trade in general, just to make sure everyone's on point on what this trade and what we gave up actually is. Do I even have it saved? I probably don't. No. I don't have it saved. I forgot. All right. Oh, well. Let's see. Reese says Roseman's thinking Stroud, Young, Richardson, and Levis 2023. So everyone says I would love to see all defense in the 1st round. I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go in this draft. You got to go at least corner, defensive tackle, something like that. I'm looking at Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt drafted or moving up for either Kayvon Thibodeaux, Kyle Hamilton, or Sauce Gardner. I really want Sauce Gardner. I love his mentality. I think Sauce is the embodiment of Philadelphia, and I love him. I love his attitude. I love it. Loyal says, I even watched your video talking about it, the way and how he has to kick ass this year's draft. Yeah, I agree. No exceptions. I mean, how can you, really at the end of the day, guys, how do you, Loyal, how do you screw up 15 and 18 this draft? I don't know how you can screw it up, but I'm hoping he doesn't screw it up. Nobody doesn't screw it up at all. So, we'll see, but should be interesting. Let's see. Jed says take Jameson at 15, Jordan Davis if he's at 18. If he's not, take Wyatt or Booth Jr. Joey says, Jock says, oh, Joey, this is your new setup and computer. No, it's not. I haven't. I actually I actually did a video on it on I did an update video on my monster computer I'm only like a couple pieces left, and I'm gonna start building. I need I'm gonna have 2 monitors. I have a new desk that's gonna be connected to this one. I got a new desk. I have a new setup. Everything around here is gonna be totally different. So the Eagles don't need to take a D-line this year because they're trading both first-round picks next year, Willie the Terminator Anderson. Second says Howie is going in with the best arm, and that's Bryce Young. Reese says Sauce is a great pickup, great QB fundamental. Dude, and he's a lengthy corner, too, which I do like. He's got size to him. And I didn't think he was going to have that much speed, but he does. I thought he was going to run like a 4.6, 4.5. But he ran a lot faster than that, which I really did like too. But his movements are really nice. Long arms. Luca says why we maybe draft DT, Milt Williams, Hargrave, Cox, wide receiver, and cornerback are more important. Okay, well, look. Fletcher Cox is a free agent after this year. Hargrave is a re-sign candidate, but he is a free agent too. You're going to be losing 2 defensive tackles after this year if that's the case. They need to draft. Yeah, Milt Williams is going into his second year. There's nothing to me saying right now that he's going to be a starter in the NFL or just a rotational guy, which I think Milt Williams definitely shined a lot last year. Don't get me wrong. I'm thinking high hopes for him, but I think they go a different route. I think they go DT this year just because of that. So they have less bodies. They have less bodies at defensive tackle right now. Hassan Ridgeway's not here anymore. I mean, there's less bodies at defensive tackle. You only have 3 guys at defensive tackle right now. That's all you have in the rotation. 3 guys. They signed another defensive tackle, but for practice squad, which he's not going to make the roster anyway. So, second says, how do you feel about A.J. Brown? I mean, I like it, but I don't, as much as Jalen Hurts is trying to acquire him or try to at least get Howie to make a trade, it's going to cost a lot. And the Titans are really trying to give him an extension, so it might not even happen. You know what I mean? I would love him. Trust me. They get A.J. Brown on a cheap they get A.J. Brown without giving up a first-round pick. It would be great, but you're going to be giving up a first for him, probably more than that. Drew said, got to pull the trigger on a wide receiver early. Can't probably evaluate Hurts without a decent receiving core. Yeah, I agree. And look, I think with Devontae Smith going to his second year now, Quez Watkins is definitely going to be a lot better. I think he's going to be a really great. You got to keep playing Quez Watkins. You have to. And nothing is promising about getting a receiver in this draft that they're going to produce like Jamar Chase did coming out of this draft. It's not promising, but that's why I want to get some type of proven talent, in this roster. And I'm not saying like Zach Pascal was the guy because I don't think he was either. But I think as of right now, you can go and get a guy that can start day one and really, be a day one explosive wide receiver that's going to help immediately as soon as he steps on the field. So we'll see. We'll see. It should be very, very interesting. But we have 242 in the chat, guys. Appreciate being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. Definitely check out some of the content. Like the stream if you guys haven't. We're trying to get 100 likes to the video. Much appreciate everybody who's joined today on a number 2. We have Road to the Draft episode 2 as of right now. So we just started our draft series. We're definitely going to try to fit in a night stream instead of a day because I know everybody's working and stuff. So I want to try to fit in a night stream and do a call-in too as well for all you guys. Definitely people want to join and do some one-on-one talk for a few minutes with each subscriber. Definitely something I want to do. So that's what I'm hoping. We'll do that soon. My friend. I think they get Jameson Williams and then get Lloyd or Davis. Let me say, Jameson Williams is definitely somebody that I'm looking at and saying that's such a Howie move. Guy coming off injury, guy should have been a lot higher in this draft, and I think the Eagles take a chance on Jameson Williams. I really do because without that injury, he's the best receiver in the draft, in my opinion. Best receiver in the draft. So. SB says, JG better step up defense this year. Hope Howie gets us Sauce and any other boys. As many defensive players as possible, so just in case Jonathan Gannon, they have to put it. Look, for Jonathan Gannon's hybrid system, 4-3-3-4, disguising coverages, what we were promised last year, we couldn't do because we didn't have the right players for it. Now, if you add a safety, you add a corner, you got Kaiser White now with TJ Edwards. I mean, if Davion Taylor can stay healthy, you got a good group of guys. Add more to this defensive line. I think Jonathan Gannon could do well, but I wanted him fired this year. I really wanted him to take one of those head coaching jobs, but it didn't happen. So appreciate it, though. Hey, thank you, Drew. 243. Let's hit the like. Appreciate it. Hit the like button if you guys have. Appreciate it. Yo, Fly Firm, what's going on, man? Ethan says, your streams are great when I'm at work. I just have my AirPods on, listening to yours. Dude, Ethan, much love, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude, I'm going to do a night stream this week. So instead of doing it this early, I'm going to do a night stream just because it's, it's going to be better. It'll just be better for everybody's time. You know what I mean? Appreciate it, Puthia. Thank you so much. NJ says we're better off picking names out of a hat for Howie this draft. It goes as, yeah, well, Anderson next year we'll could somehow get with one of those two firsts will be lethal. Spencer, if Howie don't take an edge at 18, the Eagles are cooked. This defense was just horrible. It was below average. It wasn't even good. You don't need to have a high caliber defense to win. You need at least an average or above average defense. But it has to complement your offense, though. You know what I mean? That's the issue. But we need a lot of pieces. We need defensive end, defensive tackle. We need corner. We need linebacker. We need safety. We need pretty much a player at every spot right now. My allergies are acting up, so that's why my nose is like all messed up today. Mike says, what's your opinion on Jameson Williams having transferred out of Ohio State to get playing time? He was behind Olave Wilson. That's what a lot of guys do. They transfer to other schools because they think they could be better, they could be better players. They have a chance to start somewhere else, and I thought, that was a good decision by him. So some college coaching staffs will rank some of these receivers less than other guys. Maybe it was just too much of a group there, and they just couldn't fit him anywhere. I don't know. Jameson Williams is crazy good. No, he is. He's got route run. He's a great route runner. He's a fan. He's not just speed. He's a great route runner. What's up, Joey? Let's go Eagles. Appreciate it, man. Sauce and Davis, bro. Boom. Jesse Flora. Perfect. That's perfect in my eyes right now. Professor says, Howie absolutely drafting a punter with 15. 3 down, 2 cup says, if Dickerson didn't have that last knee injury, he was projected as a late first-round pick. Like, Dickerson was like a very big analytical pick because he had high ceiling. We all knew he was the best center in college football, 2 years ago. But, he came off of 2 ankle injuries, 2 knee injuries. The Eagles took a chance in the second round on him. And I'm telling you, like, they like to take chances on guys like that. They trust their medical staff and they trust what's going on. So they could go and get a guy like Jameson Williams coming off injury. It could happen. It's a very big Howie move. Lois is still happy he's not a Texans head coach. Yeah, I wanted him to sign there so bad. Like I wanted him to be the head coach there so badly. Coach says, Joey, what do you mean? So Austin Garrett Wilson fall at 10, you trading up, and if so, who you taking right now? Because of right now, like I would love to take a receiver, Garrett Wilson, 100%, but we need a homegrown talent at cornerback. I'm taking Sauce. I'm taking Sauce. I'm tired of getting free agent cornerbacks, guys that are in there between 28 to 30 range. Like I want to get a guy in here like Sauce. You have Big Play Slay. You get a corner like Sauce in here, and he can learn from Big Play Slay, the mentoring that could happen in this room. Come on, man. Lois said, especially when I wasn't high on Gambian. No, me neither, but I was hoping it was going to happen, though. I was putting on my poker face and saying, he's the best coach. He would be a perfect head coach for any organization. David says, I'm just saying I'd rather see you at the NFC East roundtable than other people because you know our team and our needs more than anybody else. And would you do another video with Boys for Life? Oh, yeah, definitely. I got Boys for Life's number. We chat. We chat and stuff. Definitely. I would definitely I might do something with him soon. So we might do something. I have to definitely hit him up, but we're definitely going to do something. Well, I don't think I'm the most highly knowledgeable Eagles content creator out there when it comes to the draft and everything. Like I work as hard as I possibly can, bro. And you know what? It's not about just because you cover sports, it doesn't mean you have to know everything. It really doesn't. Like you're here for me. You're here because you like me and just what I mean, maybe people think I'm the smartest guy, but I'm not. You know, I'm highly not at all. I don't think of myself as anything on here as it is, but I appreciate the kind words though, but I appreciate it, dude. God, these guys are still going back and forth about Matt Corral. Like, just give it a break already. Sauce and Davis all day long. Yeah, dude. Those are my two guys. Sauce and Davis. Joe says, do you guys know how good the Eagles roster would be if we picked up draft picks instead of Howie, Jefferson over Rager, Metcalf over dude, I tell you. I mean, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Fed says Sauce Gardner will be long gone before pick 15. He is simply too good to draft him outside top 10. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I see him going to the Giants. I see him going to the Jets. I see him going to the Vikings at 12. So Eagles probably have to move up. Take your first and your third, man, and go get him. Fly Burns, have you checked out the punter from San Diego State? No, I haven't checked any punters. I'm just keeping it real. Have not checked any punters whatsoever. Jason, I think the trade for Sauce and trade 18th back and Cindy, take best receiver cornerback that falls, Harris or defensive end Ojabo in the second. Marco Polo says that the Eagles took a chance on Dickerson due to his injuries in college. What are your thoughts on the Eagles taking Ojabo? The unfortunate part about that is that Ojabo got a Achilles, which is much worse than an ACL. If it's an ACL, you know, Jameson Williams coming off an ACL. Mechie's coming off an ACL. Like, some of these guys are coming off injuries. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Ojabo's never had an injury like this before. So, you know, it depends how he reacts to it and how much look, I think if you get him in the late second or if he drops to the third, you got to pick him up because I'm telling you, like, Ojabo's going to help this team in the future. He'll help after he's back. Trust me. I'm at to trade 15-19 next year's 2 firsts to the Jets for 4. Trade 15-19 next year's 2 firsts. No, dude. No, that's for one guy. You're trading 4 first-round picks for one guy. There's nobody worth 4 first-round picks in the top 10 in this draft. Sorry, but there's not. So that's definitely not happening. 3 down to Jameson would be a top 7 pick at very least this year. If he gets close to 15, I could see Howie trading up to grab him just like Devontae. Yeah, I can see the same thing. I think I definitely see Sauce a trade-up candidate. I see Jameson Williams definitely a trade-up candidate this year. So we'll see. Jason, what's going on, man? Reese Sauce is good. We had a lot of cornerbacks eating burnt toast in Philly past 10 years. It's true, man. It's true. Yo, Desert, what's going on, bro? If you guys haven't subscribed to Desert Eagle 90, definitely check out his channel. He covers the Eagles every day, so definitely subscribe to him. My brother from another mother. So definitely check him out. Colin says Thibodeau on a visit with the Eagles. Is that true? Is that like a pre-draft visit? Is that like completely true? Zary says 7. First, Anderson ain't at draft. The second, Willie Anderson will literally demolish Linderbaum and Cross. Toes Relax says the trade is great for Philly. Dude, I agree 100%. 3 down says there are only 3 players I would get out of my chair on draft night, jumping up and down. Sauce, Davis, and Jameson. Dude, I agree. I'd be really excited. NJ said, I think we are done reading draft picks or draft picks. We aren't moving up in the draft if we do a trade. Keo said, no matter what Howie does, and I have a good history, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. NJ says, we are done trading draft picks unless for a vet wide receiver, we aren't trading up in the draft. I mean, you could definitely trade up in the draft, dude. It's not going to take that much. It's not going to take, there's not much value in the top 10. There's not much value there because with quarterbacks being out, and a lot of teams are most likely trading back than trading up. So Eagles could take advantage of a team that wants to trade back. I mean, there's a lot of trade back candidates. So I could see the Eagles trading up with Carolina. They could try. I mean, they could trade up. I mean, it's only going to take you a first. You're gonna switch first round picks, and you give them like a third rounder. I think it's all it's going to really take at this point. So, Pretty well way for AT says, if you look at Jalen Reagor college tape and Justin Jefferson college tape, who do you think tape jumps to the film? It's Reagor. Nobody predicted Jefferson would be this good. Well, a lot of people thought that Jefferson was going to be just a slot receiver, an inside receiver, and that was going to be it. You know what I mean? Reagor showed off more speed, but obviously Jefferson, showed off a lot more route running and catchability. But I get it, but it's just a bad pick. I mean, I didn't think the pick was going to be that bad. But unfortunately, you're getting a guy in Jalen Reagor. You're getting a guy that's just got his mentality is going to mess up his whole game, and that's what it's happening right now. Achilles is tricky if you come back too soon. If it could pop again, then you're most likely done. Yeah, that's why I'm crazy. Loyal says been sub to Desert Eagle 9 since 2016, dude. That's a long time, bro. Long time. Roger Ray says, I give Hurts this year to prove himself. That's it. And it looks like the Eagles are doing the same with this trade. I agree. This is assurance. But, are they giving Jalen Hurts a fair chance with what he's given in this offense? That's what I'm saying. SB Ricky said, I feel like Howie going to be his A game with this draft. Pretty hard to mess up defense with this. Yeah, it's I think with 15-18, it's very hard to screw it up. I think it is too. He could mess it up, but I think it's almost impossible to mess it up. And Jason Thibodeau is visiting Philly for cheesesteaks. That's about it. Corey says, we have many holes to trade up. Stay put or slide back a little to add key positions. Colton says, yes, Thibodeau has top 30 visits for the Eagles, Texans, Jets, Giants, so we probably won't get him. Ryan says, I heard Tyrann Mathieu left the Saints building without an offer. Yeah, it might be. It might be just a visit, and that's it. It might be it. So we'll Seahawks could be Seahawks. Look, between Carolina could go for a quarterback at 6. The Seahawks are visiting with Desmond Ridder at 9. So I mean, the more quarterbacks taken, the better it's going to be for us at the end of the day. So Professor says, yeah, you could definitely trade an extra third and swap first. Kyo says there is no excuse. That was easily one of the worst draft picks in Eagles history. Out of all receivers we could have taken in the second, we took him, and he did that pan out for us. No, it was bad. And the Reagor pick wasn't a Doug Peterson pick. The JJ pick wasn't a Doug Peterson pick either. So it just shows you. Toads for Life says, do you think we will get any solid vets? I was hoping we'd get one. I was hoping we'd get one at receiver at least, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen now. And you're going to bring in another rookie wide receiver for Jalen Hurts, and that rookie hopefully is either going to. It depends on this offense, play design. If that rookie is going to have any type of, if they draft a receiver in the first round, it's a rookie year. So is Jalen Hurts going to make this guy look good, or is he going to play well his first year? Like it all depends on this quarterback right now and the play calling too. So, Kiko said, "Bro, it's just simple truth of every receiver taking JJ was no, he was the worst receiver taken in the draft. Every receiver from that draft did produce, definitely produced more than him." Judson says, Reagor's tape was not impressive to me at all. I don't know what other people say it didn't, but I was pissed they drafted him. Jefferson's tape looked better. Raheem says it seems like you're sleeping on Devontae Smith. No, it's not that we're sleeping on Devontae Smith. We just need more to this offense. That's all it is. But it's Devontae Smith's rookie year. And I'm telling you, it might boil over. Devontae Smith's not getting treated like a number one receiver, and it pisses me off. You know what I mean? Second said Cross won't touch Anderson for real. I think I know it. Say no, but just watch some Alabama football this year and you'll see why. John says the NFL is rigged. Hire Chip Kelly to dismantle Michael Vick's dream team. Jay says if Sauce gets drafted, then they go wide receiver. Nah, dude. I don't think they go receiver first round. I don't know. I think before I thought of doing it, but They got to get deep. They got to get deep. I mean, it's a crappy spot. Like Jalen Hurts is in a really crappy spot right now. I think, and that's not his fault getting drafted here. That's the Eagles for what they were doing with him between contracts and what they need and what they need. I mean, he's only played a year and a half of football. I definitely get that. So, we'll see. But Mornell says all you had to do was watch the not chip game to know Jefferson was the pick. Sven says, I watched the Gumps all season long. John says, Joey Shakes, I love the channel. Thank you. John, thank you so much for coming in, man. If you guys, 247 in the chat, guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We cover the Eagles every day. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell as well. And make sure you are subscribed because YouTube has been, I don't know, taking people off. Like people think I blocked people or took them off, or took their subscriptions away, which I don't know why. Have been happening with a lot of channels this off season, this year in general. Definitely check if you're subscribed, like the stream if you guys haven't either. Much love to everybody. It's try to get this to 200 likes if we can. Thank you so much, everybody, for being in the chat today. Much love for everybody. Sean says Smith is not legit number one. You got 900 yards. You could blame the QB, but those are average numbers at best. But dude, like that's a stupid take. That's a stupid take. That's a dumb take. Sorry, but who's going to make him look good? I mean, if I really wanted to, because I'm not going to have no life and waste my time, I can literally go. I have the NFL thing where I can go over every single play from every angle, and I can literally record every single time Devontae Smith was open this year. Yeah, it's average because Jalen Hurts made him look average, number one. Number two, the coaching staff made him look average. So he didn't look average because of himself. So trust me. Rockham. Whatever happened to Grimes, I would bring him. I wouldn't mind bringing Grimes back. Trevon Grimes, I was actually really excited for him last year. But unfortunately, ACL, I would bring him in as a body just to approve it type thing with him. Loyal says, how do you feel about facing Carson Wentz in 22? Dude, I want to beat him so bad. I hope Hassan Reddick puts him to the ground 10 plus times in one game. I hope I feel like we're going to split with Washington just because, I don't know. I hope I don't want to lose to Carson Wentz, especially in Philadelphia and at the Link. I do not want to lose against him. John says, Joey Shakes, what are your first two first-round picks? I want to trade up for Sauce with pick 18 and a third rounder, and I want to draft one of the defensive tackles from Georgia, Devontae Wyatt or Jordan Davis, one or the other. So that's this 900 yards for 160-pound receiver is great. Smith needs some more beef, and it will be great for a long time. I think this would be great. Joe May says, you're absolutely right. I'm just saying what's on my mind, dude. I mean, says that, it'll only get better every game. He's going to make the team go crazy, come to the NFL. Eagles Gang said, I think we were getting Sauce. We were bringing him in the pre-draft visit. It's like the third time we've met with. Dude, I've only seen one. Dude, you can only bring. Dude, they're not bringing in players twice. They only have 30 pre-draft visits. They could bring him back a second time. Do they even bring back players more than one time on a pre-draft visit? Or I don't know. Chris says, Sean Marsh, your clue is Steve Smith is an elite receiver. He's easily number one. Professor says Smith should have been in the first progression. No excuse for that. That's true. The way they treated Devontae Smith in that Cowboys game, just trying to break Deshaun Jackson's rookie record, bro, that was just ridiculous. Why don't they force feed him the ball like that more often? But they never do that. They never do that. Google Man says the Eagles have a better offense than you give them credit for. Part of why is it didn't work with coaching, but a lot of it falls on what Hurts is capable of. No, I agree with that, but I think part of it is Hurts. I think part of it is the way they scheme this offense. So they scheme the wrong players in this offense of who's getting the ball, who they're treating as a number one receiver, and then Hurts has to, finish these plays and, with his progression with his arm. And I think hopefully it improves. I'm hoping it really does improve. Daniel So says, I think if we hit on the draft, we're going to be the only QB away on being a Super Bowl contender. Team Hurts has the year to prove if he can be a franchise QB. Eagles are give him a chance. Kikoi says, not saying he's got to predict future, bro, but he's got to have a great resume. Look at the past 6 rounders. Us where they at now. Sean, it's not true. It's number 2. That's why we're trying to get a number 1 Ridley Robinson. No, Ridley's not a number 1, dude. Like, how is Ridley a number 1 receiver? That the Falcons tried making him a number. Yeah, all right. So you're not saying Ridley's number 1, but you need DK or AJ Brown, a receiver who could bully a corner, not 165. Yeah, but but I feel like they had to add. Like, look, I was on board for trading for a receiver this year, but they passed on so much this year between free agency and who was available for trade. I don't know. Yeah, I think they need more size. I agree. That's why going after Jameson Williams probably makes no sense, or just Jahan Dotson or Pickens. Like, they need to go get a Christian Watson in the second round. That's why, you know what I mean? So I get it. Garrett Wilson's not a big receiver either. So Treylon Burks, I think has a little bit more frame, but still not big receiver. I think Christian Watson would be that guy in the second round. If you want size, I get it. I get it. I mean, look, you could take it from KC. KC didn't have a big receiver. They for the past few years, they didn't have any big receiver. They had a big tight end and Kelsey, obviously, but they never had a big receiver. I mean, you can get it done. Doesn't mean you have to have a big receiver, but Hurts has got to throw these balls in the right spot. I mean, that's what it comes down to. CJ says, "What do you think about Derek Stingley?" I don't know what's going to happen with Derek Stingley. Hasn't progressed since his freshman year in college, and he's coming off injury. So I don't know where that's another Howie move as well. That's another Howie move, and he's going to have. So in the next 2, I think 3 days. I think the 8th. I think the 8th is LSU's pro day. Second says, I off my man Smith. If he's roster 1, Jalen Hurts balls out his year, he's be top 10. I think if Devontae Smith's on another roster, he's a top 10 receiver. I think 100% he is. I think he is. John says, I agree with your opinion on offensive scheme. It was getting excited. This is a make or break year for Hurts, and I hope he breaks out. Dude, I hope so too. I like Smith a lot, but he's a beast, but he's the number 1 right now. I mean, he's better than everybody we have. So he is a number 1. You could double team Devontae all game long. And if Sirianni commits to getting him the ball, he could still get. Yeah, I still think it doesn't matter if I've seen plenty of film where he's double teamed, and because his route breaks are so crisp and smooth, and he has that big change of direction, the ball can get to him regardless. Google Man said, I think there's a lot of QBs that you can plug into this offense that would be a lot more successful with the talent we have. No, I agree, especially at running back, because his offensive line is just getting better and better. Like, you don't need to pay a running back. Just like I'm not thinking about a Miles Sanders extension right now. Yo, Joe, I heard the rumor that Siri and Jowie got into a shouting match. That Siri, yeah, no, that's not true at all. It was fake. That was fake news. That wasn't true. Smith is the best wide receiver on the team. Why wouldn't he be a number? That's what I just said. I don't know. Well, no, we need a body at receiver, bro. Tight end should. Well, number 1, tight end shouldn't have a small body. That's number 1. Number 2, he's not a wide receiver, but we need that. We need that size. Dude, I'm not a Saints fan at all. I hate them, but I think they got a better quarterback than us. Jameson a lot better than. Well, Jameson Winston has more. He's got more time. It's like that's it. Like, put Jalen Hurts in the league for 4 or 5 years. What is he going to look like? You know what I mean? He's only played a year and a half of football going into his 3rd year. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's only played a year and a half. Jameson Winston was the number 1 overall pick. You know what I mean? He's had a lot of time. He's had a lot of starting experience. Like, it's just time. It's easy to say he's better, but we don't know if we don't know what Jalen Hurts is going to look like for a few years down the road. That's the whole thing with all this. Brad said, I'm not passing on Stingley. And look, it's another corner that has a really good attitude and mindset and has that Philly embodiment attitude, which I really do like as well. A big receiver is necessary for this time. Yeah, I agree. Ramalcio Joey, I heard. I already saw that. Zachary says, Jameson Winston is even better than Trey Burton. Adro joined Stingley, a freshman tape better than all sauce. I mean, yeah, I could probably agree with that. I could probably agree. His tape was off the chart for me. Tackling, cover. I mean, just holy crap, ball hawk. I mean, just amazing. I mean, he was the talk of the receiver group. He was the talk of the town of this draft, especially past few years. He was the talk of what he's going to look like coming out of the draft. But now coming off injury and getting back to his, what he was supposed to be, and hopefully he's the same player. That's the big what if with Derek Stingley right now. Fres Chaos says a big receiver isn't necessary. You have the dynamic pass catching tight end. Why not have both? Jeremy said, yeah, guy has size but not athleticism, hands, and speed, or someone like DK or a big receiver. True that. So Tyler says, no need to Honey Badger leave New Orleans without a deal. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So left without a deal today. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. It should be interesting. So I said, with me saying that's why I think going before Bryce Young because Smith wants to play with him. Bryce threw his first touchdown pass to Bama to Smith. Ryan says, Joey, how do you think the Saints will finish for the first round pick? Their division's ass, we might be fighting with. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't think they're getting over 10 wins this year. I mean, I'd be shocked if they do, but we'll see. Blake says, check Twitter. Eagles are visiting with Sauce again this weekend. Well, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter as well. I don't know because I don't see that unless I'm missing it right now. So I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen anything yet, so we will see. I gotta see that news. If Sauce is visiting for the second time, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good. I don't know. It's not bad. I mean, I would love it. I would love it. Sauce Gardner I would absolutely love it if that's the case. But he said, check Twitter. Eagles are visiting Sauce again this weekend. Let's see here. Edith says, pay $15 for Matthew. Bob says, might need an O-line. Kelsey Fitz flirts with retirement too much. Lane Johnson mind plays games at times and don't trust Isaac. Yeah, they might have to upgrade. I mean, they definitely need to upgrade. Right guard with Jack. I think Jack Driscoll will be the starting right tackle for this team. I think he plays right tackle really well. Better than right guard, but I think he's solid at right guard, but isn't the prime starter at that position right now. Isaac Samal, I don't know what they're doing with him. I mean, he's coming back. I'm not moving Landon Dickerson to center. I'm keeping Landon Dickerson at left side with Jordan Mailata. That's what I love. I mean, I'm always seeing Dickerson put somebody in the ground every single play. King says, let's do a poll on who we should draft in the first. Chris says, you know what? I'm not trading any picks for DK or any receiver. I'm drafting Wyatt, Lloyd in second, or Watson, trading both thirds and Dillard to move back in the second and take Ojabo. That'd be fantastic draft. Julian said, we get Metcalf. We'll have 7 years before turning 30. Smith and Metcalf could be a top 5 duel. 3 down says a second date. Sounds like Howie is falling in love. Yeah, I don't know. I got to check. If anyone's on Twitter, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, either definitely, let me know. Let me know. Anything about the Eagles, you guys let me know. Here's my Twitter. If you guys haven't, follow me on there. And we'll check it out. Professor says that you can have both, but it's not necessarily if it's worth overlooking someone like Williams or Olave, though. Chris says, I'm also signing Matthew and Nelson. Now, we'll see. Nelson, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing at cornerback right now. I wouldn't jump the gun and sign Nelson right now. I think signing Nelson would be an after the draft type move. I don't think it's going to happen right now. I don't think it's going to happen at the moment right now. So, let me see. All right. I accepted 2 people on Twitter there. So, I just accepted 2 people on Twitter. Let's see. We got Broderick. What's going on, man? So you think we absolutely need a running back from the draft? I think so. They should draft another. I think they should draft another running back because you know what? At the end of the day, Miles Sanders, is due for a contract extension right now, and they just have to add another body mid-round, and I think they'll do a good job. So, Nina says, Joey, do you follow? Oh yeah, I follow Thomas R. Peterson on Twitter. He's the one that posted the Sauce visiting Eagles. Let me see. Yeah, Thomas Rearson's a good dude. Why can't I find him on here? I don't know why I can't find him on here. That's weird. All right, I'll look for it later. I don't know why. I do follow him, so I don't get why I can't find him right now. Dallas. Tay says Eagles just finesse Saints. Yeah, it might have. It might have. Dax Hill's another one I've been looking at too from Michigan. Yeah, Dax Hill's another good player. Todd Sauce says Oregon came out there, also had a 30 visit slated with the Eagles at NovaCare. Source says, damn. Could be the pick. Could be the pick, my friends. You never know. Let's see. Sarah says Broderick Forge Eagles are stacked at running backs, not a need. Sarah Scott Gainwell Huntley. Yeah, well, who says they're going to use Huntley? It doesn't mean just because Huntley's here doesn't mean they're not going to. Huntley's not going to get any playing time. I mean, they're already not using Huntley as it is, which I think Huntley's a good running back. I think he's a small running back that you use him for different things, but you can use him for the passing game. You can use him on screen passes. He's got that sneaky speed towards him. But who says we're going to be using Jason Huntley? So they still need to add in. We don't have a bruiser back either right now, so they need to go draft a bruiser this year with a little bit of elusiveness, a little bit of some athleticism. I think they still got to draft a running back this year. You got to steal in Gainwell in the 5th round last year from Memphis. Memphis always has great running backs coming out. So Zachary says trade up with Carolina Sauce Gardner and take Chris Olave at 18. So Sauce and Chris Olave. Joe says happiness is drafting a stud running back this year. Totally true, bro. I want to draft another running back this year. I would, when Miles Sanders going to have a contract, this is a contract year, so I have no idea what they're doing. I have no idea what they're even capable of, what they're going to do. I have no idea. Sean says, so are you using a first round defense or wide receiver? I think the draft is deep and wide receiver. Why not get? I want to draft 2 defensive guys in the first round. Like, I wouldn't mind drafting a receiver in the first round, but do we really have to, though, since it's so deep? I mean, you really have to. I don't know. You really have to shore up this defense badly. I'm worried about this defense more than this offense right now. I really am. Like, we need some pieces, like, badly. We need some future pieces. Like, get Sauce. If Sauce is on his second pre-draft visit, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Varian Nail says we need to draft Olave at 15, Dean or White at 18, and the second Christian Harris. Christian Harris wouldn't be bad in the second round. Olave at 15, Dean or White at 18. I'm not looking for. They're not drafting a linebacker with the first rounder this year. It's not happening with Kaiser White here. They're not drafting a Nakobe Dean. Wyatt or Jordan Davis will be here as defensive tackle, 100%. But relax, fellas. We are rebuilding the last 2 years away. Christian says Howie is going to blow it. He should be in charge of trades. CJ said, I'm starting to think we trade up at least 10 to get Sauce. 10 spots? Hey, it could be true. 10 spots. I could see that happen. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be 10 spots. You think you think he's going to go top 5? You think he's going to go top 5? B says DT and edge rusher first round, then go wide receiver in the second and third. I wouldn't mind that either. Dude, I wouldn't mind that either, bro. So I'll put my firstborn at Drake London bust, wide side 2.0. Stuo says, as much as I love Sanders, his best year was his rookie year. I'm not giving him 40 to 50 million. No, I'm not either. I'm not giving him that much money. No, hell no. He's just getting injured too much now. I mean, for him, he's not gonna put up that much production this year if he is the way he is right now. So John says Jordan Davis. Green Acre, what's going on? Mock draft showing Eagles going early. So what, moving up? Sauce will be an Eagle. Tyler says, I can see the Giants taking Sauce at 5. They can go Sauce or Kayvon Thibodeaux. Sauce, Kayvon Thibodeaux are going offensive line. Joe Max, the 2 receivers I like in the second round, Wandale, Robinson, and Sky Moore. Maria says Corral has not been a pre-draft visit to Philly. So is it Christian Harrison the second and D-line receiver in the first? All right, dude, easy money. If that's the truth, then send the link for the video then to put the link on YouTube. Put the link on YouTube. Put the link in the chat right now. If just put the link in there. If you got the video, just put the link in there so we can see if it's true. I'm glad we already went after linebacker so we could look at other places. We need players. I want cornerback. King said we need Walker from MSU. Zachary says, easy money. Are you really back with this? Chris Scott, Wandale Robinson will be there in the 4th round. I just told him, if easy money says it's true, put the link. If the link's not there, then it's BS. It's BS. Trump says, "Dumb. New York will go Sauce while Tyrod or Dimes run for their lives." Don says, "You see us getting both DTs in the first." Both. I mean, they could double dip, but I don't think so. Look at one of them from Georgia. Yo, Kevin, what's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good day. Don says, "You see us getting DTs in the first." Let's see. Radley says, "We're not getting Sauce. He's gonna go. He's gonna high." Zachary says, I wouldn't be mad if Breece Hall in the second then trade Miles. I wouldn't. I'm not getting a running back in the second round of this draft. Hell no. No way. Not happening. That would piss me off. Well, dude, just put the link for the video. You know what? I'll put the link for the video. How about that? I'll put the link for the video. We'll do that because I'm tired of it too. Okay, so we need Lloyd. It says Sexton says it's not that doubt easy money. I just don't care about Corral at this point. Just how many times you spam his name. Don't worry, I already took care of it, so it's already getting annoying now. Tyler said Matthew goes. If Matthew goes New Orleans, I mean, who's going to be our free agent this year? I'm so curious. I don't know. I could see Rodney McLeod coming back, or they go after a safety in the second round. I don't know. That I don't know. Or they draft safety in the 3rd round at this point. Show said I'd start looking for running back in the 4th and up. Yeah, I'd agree. Sure enough, I would agree 100% on that. Devontae Wyatt isn't worth the top 20 pick. He wasn't a lead against the run and was pretty much non-existent in the past. People are just hyped because his teammates in his combine. Well, you could say that about Jordan Davis, or you could say that about Trevon Walker. Trevon Walker only had 6 sacks. There's only so much to go around. Yeah, obviously, Devontae Wyatt's a better pass rusher. We need pass rushers. Like, Fletcher Cox is good against the run. Jordan Davis is better against the run. I mean, you're going to get one or the other, dude. You're going to get one or the other. It is what it is. I'd rather have a guy that's better against the pass right now. I want an elite pass rusher, and Devontae Wyatt is that. Monte, all the fake DK rumors in the chat are more annoying than it's true. Sauce or Hamilton? I'm picking Sauce, dude. I want a homegrown talent at cornerback. I want big play Slay to mentor Sauce. Jade said, with all of them picks they got now, why not try to get DK and Adams from Seattle? No, I'm not doing that. For 2 guys, no. You're giving up a lot. You're giving up more than 2 first-round picks for both guys. So that's definitely not happening. Let's see. Me says a 15th pick, Trent McDuffie, 18, Treylon Burks. Wouldn't be bad. But I still need a defensive tackle in that first round. I can't say I gotta have a defensive tackle on that list for 15-18. You're not taking a receiver. You're not taking a corner and receiver in the first round together. No, that combination I wouldn't do. Google Man said there was nothing on the Eagles could do this offseason free agency. The draft would make a Super Bowl contender this year with Hurts at QB. Yeah, who the hell is talking Super Bowl? I'm not talking Super Bowl. Three down said if Howie goes defense in the first 3 picks, cornerback, defensive tackle, edge, linebacker, then for the love of God, grab David Bell with 83 in the third. His combine went mind-blowing. His production is unquestionable. Bob says any work on Jacoby Stevens' progress had he come alone, him and Wallace, our secondary would be lights out. Wallace ain't gonna do anything, bro. Kavon Wallace is a joke, bro. He's just all talk and no play. You know, Jacoby Stevens is going into his second year, so we'll see what he could do. He's a hybrid linebacker / safety, so maybe he could turn into something. But I'm not putting any too much promise on it right now. Marianne said, if we were to trade Miles, where would you trade him? Where? I don't know. I have no idea. All I care about is what I'm getting back for him. Maria said, McDuffie or Alam or Wyatt? McDuffie or Alam and Wyatt? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Johnson Sauce is probably going to the Jets. If the Jets don't get a receiver, they are trying to trade for a receiver so bad right now. If they can't trade for a receiver by the draft, I think they draft receiver with that first round pick. I think that's what they do. He said, I'll offer a first for DK in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would too. He says I could see Jacoby Stevens playing safety. Greenacre says need XP at wide receiver to teach young rookie to be on. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I thought. We have a veteran wide receiver right now in Pascal, but that's it. This is what's confusing me. Okay. Getting a receiver in the first round that is promising to be is going to just be explosive the first day, the first game of the season is not promising. We don't know how it's going to look. You know, you have a rookie coming into the NFL. Every receiver in the first round, there's going to be some receivers in the first round that aren't going to explode like Jamar Chase did, and you're not going to get that guy. I mean, it's a gamble to get a guy like that that's going to explode like that the first game. I don't know if it's going to happen. That's why I want to get some type of veteran in here. So I would have got a veteran and another receiver. I would have drafted 2 guys, but obviously if we brought a veteran in, I would have went to the second round, and I still would go in the second round for a receiver right now. So if you believe in Smith as number 1, what about Cooks? Why? Cooks is like such a 4 or 5 years ago type move. Like, I don't know, like Brandon Cooks, like if he was like, I wanted Brandon Cooks when he was with the Saints. I mean, that's how long ago. Like I thought plus you got to trade for him. Cooks, you would give up a second round for Cooks right now because that's what they want for him right now. They want a second round pick for Cooks, and he ain't worth the second round pick. Steve H. Joey's taking Kavon Wallace. It's true. I mean, it's totally true. So, oh man, Walker or Miles? I mean, Walker or Miles? I don't get what that means. Steve H. Sauce will be an Eagle. Sauce Gardner will be an Eagle. The coaches are limited to how they can use Hurts in the passing game, which is like forcing them to be a rocket scientist. It's not the talent at wide receiver. That's the problem. No, I don't think it's 100% the talent at wide receiver. I think it comes to quarterback and play design. 100%. I don't think it was, look, at the end of the day, like, I don't think with Shane Steichen and Nick, they've never had a read option quarterback. I don't think Nick's ever coached a read option quarterback. I don't. They've had Andrew Luck, Brissett, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz. I mean, obviously Carson. He wasn't there when Carson Wentz was there, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. They haven't. I don't know. Miles said exactly, Joey. The draft is a big gamble. That's why it makes no sense for Seattle to trade DK away for the first. He says, I really hope Hurts has a breakout year and proves he should be our franchise QB. He needs weapons. Mike says Sauce and Days is the best case scenario, right? Would you trade up for KT if Sauce goes to Jets? I mean, yeah. I mean, he's definitely another trade up candidate. If Sauce is gone, I would trade up for Kyle Hamilton or Kayvon Thibodeaux if he's available, if he gets up there. Brian says, and all as an LSU fan, Cook's team was a better safety than linebacker. Vaughn should join Arcega Whiteside on the unemployment line. Shane said Wallace ain't going to improve. You're right. Think Milton Williams will be our stud stud year 2. I'm hoping he's a stud. I don't think Wallace is going to be a special teamer. He opens his mouth way too much. Touch. I think Eagles only want Sauce or Stingley as none of their go wide receiver than DT. Stormer says, okay, so who do you want as a vet of wide receiver? DK or AJ Brown are not available. I'm saying there's not much available right now because like there are guys available. Like the Eagles can make a trade if they want, but like it's all about how much they want to give up. Like they're trying to work on getting another quarterback next year if that's the case. They passed up on every receiver. They even passed up on DJ Chark that only went to the Lions on a 1 year for $10 million. They put in a bid for Christian Kirk. They couldn't get him. They want to pay him 13. They got paid for 17. So there's not much available. Like it's too late. Like they have passed on way too much. They could, like I said, they have the draft picks to trade for somebody, but they just don't want to ruin this year's draft, and they don't want to ruin what they just got for next year and the year after. So Iron says Sanders at 15th pick to move up for Sauce. 3 down says Cook's at 90 record for over 1,600. I don't know what his contract detail, but he is financially reasonable for 2 years. I'd give him a 4th. Like I said, I would if it's for Brandon Cooks, I'd give him. I think a 4th round pick is fair. Is right guard a concern? It's not a crazy concern. Like I think Driscoll's a solid right guard. I don't think he's the guy at right guard, but I think he's solid. I think he could do enough. I think he actually plays better at right tackle, which I think if Lane Johnson retires, he will be the next guy coming in as of right now. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't think it's a promising position right now. But it's solid right now. So, I said Eagles take a DT early, then they leave a home at either. Either cornerback, wide receiver, safety, and defender, which all bigger needs than DT this year. Dude, I don't think that's true, bro, because you're gonna have two holes at defensive tackle after this year. That's what I'm saying. You're losing your starting defensive tackles. If you lose 2 defensive tackles, you're down to just Milton Williams. And there's nothing promising about Milton Williams being a starting defensive tackle after next year. He had a good rookie season, but there's nothing promising about it. So I get it, but you're losing 2 guys. But we'll see. Chris Scott said we're going to re-sign Hargrave. Yeah, I definitely believe if they re-sign and extend Hargrave, they actually save money by that move. They saved $13 million with that move, so it could happen. All right, so the Eagles aren't concerned about the prospects offensive line they already have. They'll probably only draft 1 tackle. Yeah, I believe they'll draft an offensive lineman later on, most likely. So, Noah says, should we go heavy on defense in this draft? Besides the first round, go stud wide receiver. Fled Flores says, yo, Joey, you need to tell everybody it's the draft podcast, not the free agent podcast anymore. No, it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm totally fine with talking free agency if people want to talk about it. I kind of moved it. I was almost on. I got to day 20 of free agency and the title, and I was like, all right, I got to stop with free agency. Let's move on to some draft stuff now. So we're going to be streaming every single day until the draft. We're going to be streaming every day. I might be taking off for this month. I'm probably not going to be streaming on Sundays unless something breaks. Like Sundays are probably going to be the day I'm not going to stream. I'm going to catch up on other videos and stuff like that. So Sundays of this month in April, I think I'm going to be taking off on Sundays from content and obviously just taking a break for the week. So it's probably what my Sunday is probably going to be my rest day, but I'm still going to be working with some of the videos to schedule some videos throughout the week. But Sunday's probably going to be the rest day for me. Second, they probably want 2 firsts for DK and a first and a second. Mom said, exactly, Joey. This draft is big game. That's why it makes no sense. Yeah, no, I get it. They'll use the first to replace DK because they don't have other star wide receivers. I get it, dude. The draft is April 28th. April 28th. Susan says, Joey, you should just draft the DT and defensive end in the first round. Grace Akers or Hargrave to have a good year. Yeah, we'll see. Brian says, how about bringing back Deshaun? No, hell no. Hell no. Done with that. Hey, best deep threat in Eagles history. One of my favorite players over the years. But I'm just not interested in it. I am not interested in it whatsoever. So, That's the way that's going. Devin Lloyd's enough. I mean, look, you're not. Look, I don't think they're. Devin Lloyd and Kobe Dean are going to be gone. I mean, they might. One of them might not. I think the Ravens are taking a linebacker. Ravens, I think, are going linebacker because they've been trying to go after a free agent. They've been trying to go after a free agent and Von Miller and Bobby Wagner, and they couldn't acquire either of them. So I think that they're gonna pass on it with Kaiser White signing. So I think they're gonna pass on it. That's just me though. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. So. We've been over 2 hours in the stream, 208 people left in the chat. Much love to everybody joining the stream. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. Definitely check out some of the videos. We're going to be live streaming every day until the draft, every single day. So we just started our second episode of Road to the Draft for the Philadelphia Eagles, live reaction. We're going to have a lot more coming. Like I said, there are memberships in the pinned comment for extra content. Any tier, doesn't matter what you get. Much appreciated and love for everybody that's been, commenting on those videos. Those are videos I can't put on YouTube, and extra stuff that you get from me as well. It's extra content. Like the stream if you guys have. We'll try to get it to 200 likes if we can. But definitely hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Zachary says, I'd take Jordan Davis to the first, but that's only DT worth a first-round pick, and do you realize you could easily find a DT in the third or later? Yeah, but, dude, for a starting quality defensive tackle, I wouldn't go in the third round. If you want a monster at defensive tackle, you're getting one this year. There's nobody in the third round that's going to literally just be an absolute beast right now, day one. And I understand we have Fletcher Cox here. We have, look, I would love to line someone up next to – at least someone next to Milton Williams right now, so I wouldn't mind that. Robert says, Joey, what's up? Thanks for the stream. No, Robert, dude, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming in, man. Patriots are going to line. Oh, Patriots could go linebacker. Yep, could. No D-Jacks. Yeah, I'm done with the D-Jacks, dude. I mean, D-Jacks could have won a Super Bowl with he probably could have won a Super Bowl for the Rams, and he got all butthurt because he wasn't getting targeted enough, so he went to the Raiders. And then Derek Carr missed him on a lot of opportunities when he was there. I mean, he overthrew and underthrew him a lot of times too. He would have had a lot more touchdowns. Noah says, do you have an interest in safety in this draft? I like Daxton Hill from Michigan. I like Daxton Hill as well. I like Brisker in the second round. I like Kine as well. Joseph said, Joey, what's up? They don't look like they're getting help from Hurts. Looks like tank job to me. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, if you want this guy to prove himself, you're not really helping him around this group right now. I mean, you're really not helping him around this group. So Bob says, what about Clowney? We can't block him. Might as well bring him in for. Yeah, so he's trying to re-sign with Cleveland right now. Apparently a deal that's really it's imminent right now, so it's taking a little bit longer. But I would have brought Clowney in here more than Derek Barnett. I mean, that's 100%. Chris says maybe the reason we haven't signed a safety is because we're going to use White as our other safety. I mean, maybe, but we'll see. I don't think so though. Chris Scott says White is only 216 pounds. Brian's the chance of the Eagles getting Christian Harrison in the second round. They could. I mean, look, they had another body there. I'd be fine with it. Iron says, Joey, as well, I always appreciate Grind, brother. What do you think Gainwell is going to do this year? Significant number. He's got to get more snaps, dude. He doesn't have enough chances. And when he gets chances, I'm telling you, he always makes the first guy miss. Oh, I mean, the passing game, he's fantastic. I like Gainwell. Gainwell had, 6 to 8 touchdowns this year? I mean, he had a really good year this year. For the short amount of time he had, short amount of snaps he had for the year. Let me check Kenneth Gainwell's stats right now for the year. I want to see how many carries he had. I just want to see because I think it's interesting. Let me check his stats real quick. I gotta check this. Kenneth Gainwell, he only had 291 yards this year. Average 4.3 carry. So he had 5 touchdowns. 18 yards was the longest. So 33. He's got 33 passes for the year. He had 33 receptions. That's not bad. 33 receptions, 253 yards, 7.7 average, 1 touchdown. All right, so 1 passing touchdown. He fumbled the ball twice this year. I think he had a really strong year. They got to give him more. They got to give him more snaps. Chris Scott says we're not drafting a safety till the 4th round. Go Eagles says I hope Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame. I don't know if he's going to drop to 15, but we'll see. But I don't know. Ross, I think Chris Olave is going to be number 1 receiver for somebody. Oh, I agree. I know definitely. I agree with that. So you can say Christian Harris going first round to the Jags, and it sucks. First round to the Jags, that's definitely not happening. So remember, Cooks had 237 yards with who has QB last year. Are those better numbers than Smith? Asking a friend. No, but he had a better. I mean, at this point, or who's the quarterback last year? Who was the quarterback for the Texans last year? Robert says, do you think Devin Lloyd's real slow 40 time to be concerned, or are you just out of shape? Sean says, Wyatt and Alam in the first unless we move up to get Sauce. Jeremiah says, Cooks at 28, still a perimeter 1K receiver worth a second. I try to offer a third, but he produces at a higher level than DK. Taylor says, Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, or Olave in the first, or Watson or Dotson in the second. Sean says, Watkins does what Cooks does. Guggen says, we need to take a shot at getting Hamilton, Sauce, or Stingley. I skipped you. What are you talking about? But are you giving up a second-round pick for Cooks, though? That's what I'm saying. Is he worth a second-round pick? That's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter if it's Watson or not, bro. Like, obviously, whoever's throwing the ball was better than who threw the ball to him last year, and Jalen Hurts. Oh, he says, Joey, you think we could hit me up with a shoe? Baseball season is right around the corner. Yeah, of course, dude. I could send anything you want. Got the address. I'll send it to you. Well, don't send the address on here. I don't know if it's on Twitter or something like that. Ray says we have Reddick, White, Edwards, who is 10th ranked off the ball linebacker. Taylor might take a linebacker 4th or 5th round. Chris says Kirby Joseph in the 4th round. Davis Mills. Yeah, that's pretty sad, actually. Second says that's just what I think probably won't happen. I just highly possible. Sean says yes, he is a 1,000-yard receiver. He won't have 1,000 yards receiver. He won't have 1,000 yards with this team this year. I'll tell you that much. He won't have 1,000 yards this year. I'm going to show him if he's a rookie top 3 in tackles that assists the entire league. Jeremiah said I give up a second for Cooks, but I'd try to negotiate a third because of injury. Aaron says heard that Watson and Chubb Hunt running split backs would be crazy. If we did Hurts and Sayers in game while running split back would be cool. Let me see here. Let's see what we got. Limit says, dang, bro, 2023 Eagles QB going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy draft next year. No joke. It's going to be a crazy draft. We'll see. But is Sauce Gardner – all right, so is Sauce Gardner – whoever sent me on Twitter, thank you. But is this the second visit? I'm not seeing him saying this is – well, maybe they haven't – maybe this is the first visit and he hasn't visited yet. I don't know if this is the second visit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it said he was on a pre-draft visit, but I don't know if this is – I don't think this is the second visit, though. That's what I'm saying. So Ryan, thank you so much, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, dude, is this the second visit for Gardner? I don't think it is, bro. I don't think it's the second visit for Gardner. I think this is I think this is we got the news that he was on a pre-draft visit, but I think it was just scheduled. I don't think he actually went on the visit yet, so I don't think this is the second visit. So, well, Marianne Nettles, type it in again, bro, because the chat goes too fast, bro. You're gonna have to type in. If I don't read it, you guys gotta type it in again. That's all you gotta do. Because I can't go back that far. Nobody knows who will be the top QBs next year. Look at Rattler. Jeremiah says, with linebacker help, I expect Cox production to. Well, I hope so. I hope so. All right, so who is Hurts working on his game with offseason? Russ took it. So he's working with Tom House and he's working with Quincy Avery. He worked with Quincy Avery last year. I know that. Dude, you know what? I found out from Hurts how much he spends on these camps that he goes to. He spent, I think, $15,000 on a quarterback camp. That's crazy. That's how much it costs, I guess. That's crazy, though. Yeah, so they got Kayvon. All right, so Kayvon Thibodeaux and Sauce Gardner, two trade-up candidates. I'm telling you, the trade-up is real. Fred says, I'm a draft dork. Try not to get hopes up with free agency unless new hopes can't take letdown nerves or shot. Yeah, true that, bro. Carter says the Eagles are also used pre-draft visits on K. Yeah, so we got Kayvon Thibodeaux and we have Sauce Gardner. So this isn't the second visit. This is for Sauce. This is one visit. Because people are like, this is a second visit. I'm like, no, it's not a second visit. It's a... Yeah, I want to watch this. I want to watch the what's it called? So Panthers to meet with Kenny Pickett, dude. I'm telling you, dude, the Eagles are not going after quarterback this year. Not happening. Not happening, my friend. But we're ready to go. Hurts needs 4,000 yards to prove value. Sean says, do you know who he is throwing to? Who? I'm confused. Brian says, when will the Saints find out about Kamara's possible suspension from the league that should help the Eagles first round? Oh, 100%. Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know. I haven't read into it. So, I mean, I'm not the person you should ask. So, I have no idea. Maria said, I agree with Rattler. We're supposed to be a top QB this year's draft. Covert truly says, I would be surprised if Howie uses second pre-draft visit on Sauce. Well, no, this is the third and fourth. We already used 2 pre-draft visits already. Wait, so you're saying they can use? Can they actually bring in the same? I don't know the rules. So can they bring in another? Can they have a pre-draft visit with the same player? Nina says, yeah, never saw anything about being saucy. Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, Nina, I think you're right. I don't think it's a second visit. I don't think it's a second visit at all, whatsoever. So. Joe says, Joey, how are you saying Hurts is? All right, number one, who said I said he's the guy? Okay, people need to stop twisting my words around. Give him no help. They don't want him to be successful. Davis Miles looked pretty good for having one on his team. I never said he was the guy. That's definitely one. So. Marianne Nettles. I'm looking to see where you put it. I don't see it here. You didn't type it again. I don't see where it is. You didn't. It's not in the chat right now. I just looked back at your last comment. Your last comment was, go read the chat above. Let's see here. No, I want Hurts to ball out, keep him, but if he doesn't work out, Bryce will be the pick. Cover truly said, all I know is that there's 30 pre-draft visits. I'm not sure if you could use more than one on a player. Yeah, I don't know if you can use it. That's what I don't know. So, Limit says, no help. Top 5 O-line, good running back core, Watkins, Smith, Goddard. I think he has enough. I think, look, at this point, if they want to add another receiver, they can't. I think as of right now, if Hurts gets better, I think he'll play better with what he has. I think he has a good team around him right now. I think they could increase that. Suzanne, who do you think we're going after? One of the Georgia defensive tackles with just type it in, bro. Like, you're making this so complicated. Just type it in. Like, you never said that he's a guy, but we all want him to be successful. They need to give him help. 5,500, aka Denzel, has been saying it over and over again. It's true, dude. I want him to be successful. I want him to be the guy, but they're not showing that they're giving him a fighting chance right now with what he has. You know, with what he has, they need more competition at the wide receiver group. I think he has a good team around him right now, but they need to add another piece. They got to add another piece. Yeah, I think another receiver is definitely going to help a bit. 100%, man. People saying Hurts needs more help, but he's not even doing enough for what he has. Oh, my God. People. People are so emotional. It's funny. But yeah, we're probably gonna stop here, guys, for the day. What is it, like 4? Yeah, it's almost 4:30. I gotta do some things. Yeah, so I wanted to do something longer today, but tomorrow we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow on another stream, day 3 of Road to the Draft. Definitely check out some of the videos. Subscribe if you guys haven't. Like the stream if you guys haven't. Try to get the. But I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody coming in the past, pretty much 25, 26 days straight. I don't know how many days it's been, but it's been crazy. So we've been streaming every day. We're definitely gonna have a night stream. We're gonna cut out one stream this week during early. We're gonna do like a 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night stream. Would be better for a lot of people that are getting out of work and are home and stuff. So we'll do another one. We'll do a call-in stream as well. Definitely check all that out. And that's it. So definitely subscribe to the channel, like the stream if you guys haven't. Check out some of the memberships as well for extra content. We've been putting out a lot of extra content for the members. Any tier is fine. They're cheap. Definitely check it out. And that's it. And we will see you tomorrow. And anything breaks, I'll be back. You know, I'll be back for any of that. And that's it, guys. You guys have a fantastic day. Sexton, thank you so much, man. Guys, thank you so much. Limit Kai, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Peace. Peace out, guys.